afternoon.
Here we go, Friday in the Southland. It's a feel-good Friday, and it's an F it Friday. And boy, did producer Brian Cohen say F it yesterday.
Wow. The Raiders finish before the Chargers. I'll shave my head.
That's pull it.
Whoa. Okay, now.
Wow, are you being serious?
Yeah, that's not going
You
to
have
happen.
the best hair of anyone here.
No, it won't happen. I'm 100% confident the Chargers.
Have you ever had a shaved head?
We'll see how that develops. Plus, you know what's developing this afternoon.
Guess who is bringing the potpourri?
Michael?
No.
Cody?
No.
Who?
Pepe.
Who invited him?
I mean, we're just going to keep letting Pepe into this place, aren't we?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we love you. I mean, he's texting me nonstop, propositioning me to let him be co-host of Mandy's 3, so I don't know.
I don't think that's true.
Focus on what they're doing.
Did you just curse?
Let's get to it, celebrating their 20th year at ESPN Los Angeles, the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. Your Friday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pepe, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. How about you guys?
We're excellent
We are
because
good.
it's Friday. We're always in a good mood on a Friday because we get 2 days out of here.
That's right.
Oh,
Apparently,
boy.
Brian is really upset about something, and I don't know what's going on.
Okay,
Brian,
Brian
what is
Cohen,
it?
what's the matter?
Not necessarily upset, but, very
What's
good.
got you all worked up and pissed off?
A very good friend, has a. The bet's one-sided. There's no what happens if the Chargers, what are John and Greg going to do as Raider fans for me?
Greg has kicked me out of the Raider Nation. So, Greg,
You
what are
kicked
you going to do?
yourself out, and
What are
also
you gonna
there was
do?
no parameters.
What are you
that
gonna
were
do?
put out
There
there.
was
I'm putting
Brian-
back with some parameters.
It wasn't like
Brian is going to shave his head if the Raiders finish ahead of the Chargers. What are you going to do if the Chargers finish? How
There
about
wa-
shave your beard?
Yep,
There-
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
Brian
that's-
said.
wait,
Yeah,
wait.
I actually think you look
No,
good.
where
Wait.
Bergman's gone, I kind of agree.
Wait, I didn't bet him anything.
It had nothing to do with
He
Bergman.
said to
Right,
all
right,
of
right.
us, he said, I will shave my head if the Raiders have more than Chargers. There was no bet. There's no I
what
have
you,
to do
what
something.
you needed to do is say, well, now if this I'll shave my if that
right.
but you didn't put
No,
any
no,
rules
no.
on it.
ball in the
But you
time.
know
Or
what?
Pepe.
Brian is a very
Brian.
nice guy.
Brian. Who the hell is Brian?
That's all right.
Tarth.
That's all right, Brian.
He's Brian to me, okay? Okay, Brian is a very nice guy. He's a gentleman. You guys don't know the word gentleman because very few
No.
people
Thank
are
you,
here.
Pepe.
Yeah.
So he didn't think about that until now, I think.
And
Right.
whose fault is that?
It's his fault.
Right.
But
Yeah, but
Greg,
he's...
But I'm asking for a fault.
Yeah, but Greg, here's the other thing too. The reason you kicked me out of the Raider Nation
You kicked
is because
yourself out.
well, okay, fair enough, but I have no confidence that the Raiders are going to win this year because they don't have a quarterback. You claim to have 100% confidence that the Raiders are going to win this year.
I believe that they will win, but
So
also
what are you
no.
willing to put on it?
You got kicked out, but not because of how you felt about the quarterback. You said when talking about the Chargers.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did say
can't
we.
do
fine,
that.
fine. No, I don't care. I'm already out. But
Okay.
you're in, and you're 100% confident. Brian is staking that spectacular mane of hair on it.
beautiful.
What are you going to do?
But there was
I'm not backing down
there was
either.
no request for
He
that.
didn't
There was no
volunteer
bet.
anything
now.
Yeah, right, but he didn't say. Brian didn't say, "Oh yeah," and Bergman. By the way, I this
I'm
happened, and I
apparently-
need
Season
you to do
hasn't
that.
started.
I'm apparently a
Season
Carolina
hasn't started.
Panthers fan at this point.
That was a listener.
This is an interesting question, though. So you bailed on the Raiders.
Unless they get a quarterback.
Bergman, will you allow him to become a Raiders fan again after they get a quarterback?
No.
No,
Well,
that's
he's
it.
not the. He's not the.
But don't
arbiter.
change the subject.
Okay, put
The
up
subject
a
is-
poll. Parker.
Put up
What
a
is,
poll.
what is Greg
If
Berman
the-
going to do?
Nothing.
Nothing. Put up a poll. Let's let the people decide.
Well, wait a minute. I don't care what the people think.
Well, then
I'll
what-
stay out. I don't care.
Even if they get good, you'll try to stay
I'll
out.
watch the games, but I'll take my punishment.
So
for-
you're not going to be silver and black all the time.
They're not going to win without a quarterback.
You're not going to say. But I mean, I'm talking about the.
They get a. Do they get in this scenario? Here, so they get a quarterback.
Well, no. They got what they got this year.
Let's say.
Out.
Let's say.
But
let's
why
say,
would they let you back next year?
Who's they?
Raiders Nation.
Oh, screw them. They don't know.
Right, so you're
now
just
you're
gonna,
saying screw them?
You're just going
We on
to
the
jump
Chargers?
in and jump
Well,
out
wait, is
based on whether the team is good.
That is called wishy-washy.
It is
Yes.
wishy-washy.
That's
Very
right.
Thank you, Pepe.
That's a good job.
If they get a quarterback, come talk to me. Until then, I'm out.
You can't base it off of one player.
Yeah,
you left for
we've
originally
had this
because
argument for
we've had
3
this.
days.
I don't.
Doesn't matter. All right.
of Khalil
And
Mack.
Brian, you're just stuck.
I will say I'm not backing out of it though.
Good, I'm
So
glad.
I'm
Good for
still
you.
in.
Because
Yeah.
you're a gentleman.
Yeah,
See?
right.
You're not
Greg doesn't
like him that
Greg
he goes
really doesn't
back
have
and
confidence
forth.
in the Raiders. He won't do anything to
Exactly.
back it up.
You're not going to guilt me into doing this. He made
come
a
on,
thing
do
all
it.
by himself.
I'm not
This is
guilting
all
you in
by-
anything. I'm saying you claim to have 100% confidence. When Brian has 100% confidence, he puts his money, or in this case, his hair, where his mouth is. You don't.
That was him doing that. I'm not
Right.
shaving my beard.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't
want
say
to
you're
shave my
no
beard.
better than me. You have no confidence.
Well, if you lose, we get to see your real face.
Yeah.
Greg, I
don't
actually.
want-
When's the last time you didn't have a beard or any facial hair at all?
It's probably been. I did it for maybe like a month, 5 years ago. but
when
it's-
you worked with us?
Yeah, it was just because I misshaved one time and the whole
and
thing
so you
had
just
to come off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
I think
besides
it would.
that,
I think it
was
would
a-
look good. I think it'd make it look younger.
No,
Yes.
it's a really bad look. It's
Yeah.
not
Why?
good.
Why do you think it's a bad look?
I look like I'm like 12.
But girls will
That's
go for
good.
that.
I know,
That's
I'm
good.
dating someone. I don't even.
Yeah,
never
no,
find
he's
out
got
that
a
she-
girl.
She likes the
Right.
beard. She
Yeah.
actually might dump me if I get rid of the beard.
Oh, that's
That's
well.
yeah.
Well,
that's pretty
check with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, run it by her. So,
All right. So Pepe, I have two. Now that you're here, I have two ideas. I've shared both of the ideas with Mason to what we need to do to turn around the Lakers. Okay. Mm-hmm. So here's the first one, and I know it will never happen, but I'm going to put it out there anyway, and I want you to tell me your honest opinion of this idea. I think they should call Frank Vogel and talk to him about coming back. What do you think?
That's not happening.
I know, but what do you think?
That will in the.
Would
world-
you do it? If
in
I was running the Lakers.
In the world of dreams, it will work, but it's not going to work because you cannot say, "Oh, we made a mistake."
Yeah.
That's
Why
saying
not? I say it all the time.
within my-
Mason and I make 10
Yeah,
mistakes
yeah,
before
yeah, but
lunch.
It's a different story. You guys are like.
Okay, now here's the
Yeah.
other one. Greg brought me this right before the show. It has somehow come out that the Pelicans are not going to bring back Jonas Valanciunas, who is a unrestricted free agent. He made $15 million last year. Let's go get Jonas Valanciunas, put him in at the 5, let AD go back to the 4, and tell Valanciunas to play defense and rebound. I think it makes us better. What do you think?
Oh, I agree with you, definitely.
But do you think that has a chance of happening,
Oh,
right?
sure,
Like the
absolutely.
Vogel thing, I think is
Totally.
a pipe dream.
yeah, that's
I
not
agree it's
happening.
The
Pepe that-
Valanciunas is good. Valanciunas, he's still a good player. He's very slow, but he's still a good player.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he'll use his fouls.
Yeah,
You know, and then
right.
AD doesn't have to
And we
bang
need- and
with
we need
Jokic
them.
and Embiid.
That's right.
Real quick, I want to mention the Waba Grill, Sedano, and Cap. 4 o'clock hour is today on 710 Waba Grill. They want to help you make dinner time a little bit easier with their new Kids Eat Free program. Get a free chicken or tofu mini bowl with any entree purchase weekdays after 4 and all weekend long. Restrictions apply. Waba Grill. Eat smart, be healthy, and listen in the 6 o'clock hour tonight for the Waba Grill Pop Quiz and your chance to win Waba Grill for your entire family. I want to start on this note.
Okay.
Friend of ours passed away today, and I was stunned. Sam Rubin.
Oh, my God.
What are you talking about?
Sam Rubin,
From Channel 5?
longtime KTLA anchor.
He died?
64 years old of a heart attack, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he was such a nice guy, too.
Oh, my gosh. We used to work out at the same gym, so I talked to him all. He loved us. He was like,
Yeah,
but
he's
boy,
a great guy.
Oh, that's a massive loss
Yeah,
to KTLA.
that's a terrible loss.
Oh, I
what
feel
a
so
nice
bad for
man.
his family.
Yeah.
He's got 4 kids.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
He just died in
Yeah, just
his
a heart
sleep?
attack.
Like earlier today or yesterday? Or when?
All I have is I don't have the details. I don't have the details of when it happened. It looks like Deadline reported it 26 minutes ago, so I assume it was.
So sorry.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends over there because my old boss, Don Corsini, who's no longer there. Don
Right.
retired a couple of years ago. But when he left KCBS KCAL and took over KTLA, he took like 30 people with him that I used to work with. That's why Darren Horton and Vera Jimenez and a lot of the producers and the news. Oh, my God, that's horrible.
Yeah,
That is a hail fellow well met
Yeah,
to
hail
Sam
fellow
Rubin.
well
And
met. What a nice man.
He wasn't like obese or anything.
No, I mean,
He used to ride in bikes and triathlons and stuff.
yeah, it's a sad one.
Yeah,
That's a sad
that is
one.
awful. Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, very sorry to hear it, and condolences to his family and
Yeah.
everybody who loved him. Obviously,
What's that, Laura?
Oh, I was telling you about your read.
Oh, okay.
But,
Okay.
But I did go in. It says sources close to the station confirmed that Rubin died at his home of a heart attack after doing his regular Hollywood news segment at KTLA 7 and 9 this morning.
Wow.
It is that they are going to be inconsolable
that's
over there
huge
for
loss.
a few days.
Huge loss. All right.
By the way, he's been part of that morning show. Him and remember our old buddy Carlos Amezcua.
Yes.
And Barbara Beck and Mark Christie
Right.
and Sam.
Back in the day.
And when they started, there wasn't really morning news on all these stations. Like, matter of fact, I think when they started, they were the only ones to have it. Like, now it's on Channel 11, which you've been on.
Yep.
It's on KCAL, where I've been.
Yep.
It's on, everybody does it, CBS, NBC. Back when KTLA did it, they were the only show in town, and those four were, everybody watched them.
Is it possible that show, that it's been 33 years that Sam was on that show?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, I think it started around 1990.
Wow.
And Sam was really good at his job,
Yeah,
too.
great at his job.
He was, yeah.
All right, so we'll
Oh
pivot.
my gosh,
I wanted to
that's
get
horrible.
that in there.
Yeah, I'm
but,
glad you did, but that is a just brutal news.
Coming up next, the very worst mixed drink that I have ever had.
Really?
Oh my God, it
Well,
was so bad.
if you would have come into my bar when I was a bartender, I would have given you a few that are worse. Trust me.
I guarantee you, this is the worst one.
Okay.
We'll do it coming up next. Pepe Mentilla's hanging out 710 ESPN.
All right. Boy, I can't believe that news. Let's change the subject. I'll talk about Southern California Toyota dealers. Toyota and the Lakers have been in business together for 48 years. And the reason is, year after year, Toyota delivers quality, reliability, and simply the best vehicles on the road. Right now, brand new inventory is waiting for you. Choose from an amazing selection of cars, trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and EVs. Great deals waiting for you now. All you got to do is see your Southern California Toyota dealers or visit Toyota.com. Toyota, we make it easy.
LAFC. Each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
And Pepe is hanging out today. The horse. So last night, Ireland, Pepe, everybody. I go to this, let me see if I can phrase this. John, you know some of the details, so don't give any of them.
Okay.
So I go to a bar that a friend of mine owns.
Okay.
And there was a lot of confusion at the bar when I went to order a drink. And I said, I will have a martini. And she said, what flavor vodka do you want? And I said, well, I don't know, maybe peach. Make it with peach, okay? Then she didn't know how to make a martini. So some guy comes up to her and helps her along and says to me, do you like your martini dirty? And I said, yes. In fact, I like it filthy. So now I wind up with a martini that is olive juice and peach vodka. It was the worst possible drink you could imagine. It was
I can think of many drinks worse than that. Pepe, what's that
dirty
drink?
Peach martini
What's
was
that
what
drink
I came
you get
up
in
with.
Mexico that has the worm in it?
Tequila?
Tequila.
No, that's mezcal.
Yeah.
Mezcal.
I mean,
where it's got a worm in the bottle?
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it was all. Don't ever order a dirty peach martini. Awful.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Peach and olive
That's
does not
gross.
go together.
So let me tell you the other part of it. So anyway, I'm a guest, right, at my friend's bar, and I ordered this drink, and I'm sitting down with it. I feel obligated to drink it.
Oh my God.
So
You're just cringing when you do.
I drank the entire drink because I thought I don't want to be polite. They offered me a free drink. I turned it into
No, you don't have to do that.
No, I didn't. I wanted to be polite, Pepe.
You just put it to the side and said, I'll be right back. And
Yeah,
then
they would
just
notice,
go
though.
to another-
I've been in that predicament before.
It was an awful drink.
Or just
Pepe.
moved your hand and said, oops, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Pepe, how often do you go out drinking? You look
No.
like a guy that goes out drinking a lot.
Not as often as you that you go every day.
Yeah, I do go a lot. Like, what's your drink? When you I know it's a whiskey sour.
I
for
hardly
Ireland.
ever drink anymore. When I drink rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke.
That's my
All right.
favorite.
What is your drink, Bergman?
I'm in between things right now. I either get a tequila and soda, or I get a gin martini.
Gin martini. Oh God, gin is disgusting.
I love
Gin is gross.
disgusting.
gin martini up with a twist. Oh, it's so good. No olives.
Yeah.
Those are gross.
But listen, he's in between.
He's in between.
I like both. I like
I'm
both.
in between
Yeah,
drinks
yeah,
right
Pepe,
now.
Pepe, you just keep trying to
People
cause
can be
problems.
in between girls.
I mean,
He's in between
you're in
drinks.
between. I mean, like.
No, you're the one that went to Brian and told him like, oh, you need to make a bet. You need to have somebody else have something with John.
So, Brian, do you drink at all, or is it all inhaled?
No, I partake. I partake in drinks. Yes,
Just
yes.
wondered. You do partake. What is your? What do you partake with?
I'm more of an old-fashioned kind of guy.
I am an old. That's
I
my
love a
drink.
good old-
Yeah, you
Old-fashioned.
guys are in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm either ordering a whiskey sour or I'm ordering the Worthy Splash, the tequila,
Yeah.
2 shots of tequila with a splash of pineapple juice over ice.
Laura, you?
Oh, I love liquor, so I'm good.
Just
Vodka-
any liquor? You
I
just-
mean, cranberry vodka when I was like on my healthy kick, but right now, like a
is that
whiskey
health
sa-
food?
No, but
Vodka cranberry is like
Well, it's
on
the-
a health
the-
kick. I drink vodka cranberries.
because it has less calories than like all
Oh, I
the
see.
other stuff.
Got
but
it.
I like a whiskey sour. Pretty much any liquor.
I like
is
the
good.
whiskey sour. You don't ever get it like this, but I like the whiskey sour with the egg white on top. It's like
Oh,
this
no.
little bit of
Yeah.
foamy top.
I always told them to skip the egg
You
white,
know,
but I know people like
you
them
know,
with that.
we were talking about going on the cruise.
Yeah.
And-
Oh, right. You're going
yeah.
on the big cruise coming
Yeah,
up.
and when I go on the cruise, my favorite drink is piña coladas.
Pina
Well,
coladas.
that's a great cruise
Yeah,
drink.
That is. How you're going on that 10,000 person cruise? Is that
No,
what you're doing?
no.
10,000, and they've got. Do they have like zip lining and pools and all that kind of?
They have everything, and they grab the shrimp with the hand.
Right, and they reach.
yeah.
It's National Shrimp Day,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to see this, and Brian, you're going on a cruise too.
I am, yes.
You're going to see this where there's like a big mountain of shrimp, and people just reach their bare hands in.
Yes,
Shrimp
that's
on
the
there
only reason that I'm going. Yeah.
to bare hand some shrimp.
Oh, I love that.
Now, I don't want to. It is National Shrimp Day, so I hate to do this.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is. But don't you think? God, do I need? It's kind of. Shrimp are really the cockroaches of the ocean.
I knew you were going there.
No.
Think about this.
No.
They really
It is
are.
true.
They're the bugs that
I
crawl
lived-
around
no,
on the
I
bottom
lived,
of the ocean.
I lived in Louisiana and Texas. crawfish are below shrimp.
Do you think so?
Really?
Below shrimp.
Crawfish are that.
You think they're the
Bottom feeders.
bottom feeders?
Yeah.
Pepe, are shrimp or crawfish this cockroach of the ocean idea?
I think they're crawfish.
Crawfish. Yeah. By the way, it is shrimp. Just look at a shrimp crawling along. It's got a brain like this big. Like a crawdad does stuff, right?
So, you don't like shrimp?
I love shrimp. I'm just pointing out that they are the cockroaches.
But
of the
you're
ocean.
wrong.
Google it.
Well, I mean,
Google.
you
Oh,
can
wait a minute.
Google whatever
Google
you
cockroach
want.
He's
of
not
the ocean.
wrong, Pepe. It's his opinion.
Exactly, that's
right.
what I want to
I
say.
mean, he's
according
entitled to
Mason.
call shrimp the bottom feeders of the ocean if he wants to.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, cockroaches of the sea. I just Googled cockroach of the ocean, and they're shrimp.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what they are. They're the bottom feeders.
They're the bottom feeders, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, enjoy
Pepe,
your
you're
shrimp.
just trying to cause
Enjoy
problems.
reaching your bare hand into those bottom feeders and grabbing a.
This is like a dream.
right.
Don't keep on telling me that because when the
Then
program
when the
is
shrimp
over, I'm
mountain
gonna go get
arrives.
some shrimp.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we're going to do some Wheel of Questions. But I wanted to point out yesterday, I've gotten multiple people say that the sports graffiti bit was awesome.
Well, we're doing it again at 2 o'clock.
We are
right?
going to do it at 2 o'clock, and we should explain it a little bit so people know what's going on in case you weren't listening yesterday. Alex downstairs loved it. The idea is that we open the phones. Instead of 2 o'clock call today, we open the phones, all of them light up, and you get...
We do not screen them.
We don't screen them.
You'll hear Mason's voice say you're on the air, and that's your cue to go. And if you wait too long, we're hanging up on you.
Yes, and the idea is you got like 10, 15 seconds to say anything that you want about whether it be the Lakers or the Dodgers or the show or anything.
Right. Yesterday, one of the people called and said that their favorite thing was that Ramona says I make her cringe.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
true.
so you can do anything like that.
And
Anything
I was just going to tell you, I really like that.
You like that bit?
Yeah,
All right,
very
well,
much,
today you'll
very
be here
much.
for
Cool,
it.
you'll be part of it.
Excellent.
All right, so that's coming up for you. Wheel of Questions is next. Let me, it's Friday, and hopefully you're feeling good and ready to enjoy the weekend, maybe see Mom for Mother's Day, all that stuff. But not everybody is necessarily having a good time in life at this moment. Maybe you're feeling sad or depressed or anxious or overwhelmed, and you're having trouble in your relationship or you're having trouble at work. And, your mental health journey is important. And the L.A. County Department of Mental Health is there for you every single step of the way. In fact, 2 big events this weekend. The Take Action events tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m., the L.A. County Department of Mental Health will be at the Magic Johnson Recreation Center, 1050 East 120th in L.A., and then on Sunday at 11 at Arcadia County Park. You can learn more at takeactionla.com. And if this weekend you need emotional support or a service referral or crisis counseling, 800-854-7771. That's 800-854-7771. You can also visit their website at dmh.lacounty.gov. The LA County Department of Mental Health is all about hope and recovery and well-being. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Big news, Laker fans. John Ireland here. You can now stream every Lakers game on the ESPN LA app. Don't miss a second of the action with Michael Thompson and I on the call. Plus, all your live and local Lakers talk every day in the palm of your hand.
You're one tap away from everything Lakers.
You could even win Lakers tickets.
Download the ESPN LA app.
Yeah. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Okay. Okay, we kind of discussed this.
Okay.
All right, guys, I have a question. So, if you don't want your significant other to do something, should you tell them, or should you let them come to the realization of not doing said thing on their own?
Example?
Yeah. You have an example? I have no idea what an example could be. What could an example possibly be, Laura?
So I went straight for the question because I was like, oh, I got this one. I got a phone call from a friend who works in TV.
Yep.
And he asked if Christian would be interested in doing a reality.
Christian is Laura's boyfriend.
My boyfriend. Doing a reality TV show.
Yep.
I said, I don't think so, but what is it about? And maybe you should call him. You know him. He's like, well, here's the dinger. It's a dating show with a very beautiful girl who just got divorced.
So it's like she's the bachelorette and Christian would be one of the guys.
And the guy that they described that they wanted, it fits your boyfriend to the T. I said, I don't know how I would feel about this, but again, you should ask him. I'm not the one to say no. Clearly, I'm like, hell no.
Right, but so why didn't you say
Why didn't you just say hell no?
Because I feel like it's
By the
not
way,
up
when
to
when you sent me this the other day, I think that was my exact response.
You did. You said hell no.
I go, this is an easy one. Hell no.
Yeah, and by the way, you should say so. I would say something. Now, you say that he did reach the conclusion on his own?
Well, my friend was like, okay, you talk to him and then let me know what happens. So I was like, hey, babe, so-and-so reached out. This is what they want you to do. He goes, hard pass. No. Like,
okay, good.
quick.
So he did the right thing.
Right, but it's not up to me to say no. It's up to him to say
no.
But you should say it.
Yeah, you should say no. This is a deal
'Cause that's your
breaker. You're
man.
going on a dating show.
Right,
I mean, of
but
course
why,
I don't
Laura,
want him
why
to.
wouldn't you come right out and say what you're thinking?
My thing is, because of the industry that we are, I know reality TV shows are fake. I have enough friends, to work in them that are not.
Wait,
so,
what?
So, Laura, I get what you're saying. You're saying
Sorry, guys.
he could go on the
Breaking
show
news.
without actually really
Vanderpump
engaging.
Rules is fake?
Sorry,
fake.
John.
What?
All fake.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
sorry to
the
break it to
kissing
you guys.
is real. And when
Right.
you make out with these people, that's real.
But he was super not for. He doesn't want to do a reality TV show,
Okay.
but he was also like, I'm very happily taken, and I don't need that smoke.
Your friend is a
All right.
weirdo for even
you
coming
you
to you.
need to take a page out of my friend James Worthy's book. One time his girlfriend came home and goes, hey, I got a phone call today, and they want me to go on Basketball Wives. What do you think? And he said, I think you should say no, and if you ever bring it up again, we're done.
Oh.
Wow.
And
she goes, I thought that's what you might
That's
say.
the right answer.
Okay.
Say what Worthy said.
See, I kind of wish that my friend, because they do know I've introduced them, so I kind of wish that my friend would have gone straight to him and just have Christian say no. That would have been, instead of putting it on me.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that. You know what I mean? I don't like.
Well, at first I didn't understand your predicament. I thought that.
Christian asked.
Right. I thought they had gone to Christian, and Christian went to you and said, hey, what do you think?
Hell no, he would have not had a girlfriend right now.
Right.
Okay.
So if you, right, Laura, if you feel that strongly about it, then you can't keep that to yourself.
Right,
It's
that's
just going
right.
to eat you up.
There is no.
but it's his career, like it's.
But
His
it's
career
your
is not reality
relationship.
TV.
That's true.
It's his career, but it's your life.
True.
Yeah.
Laura, there is no other way around. You have to go and say no. That's
Hell
it.
no.
Well, he said hell no, so it was
Yeah.
fine.
Now, if Liz was
Hang up.
invited, Pepe, onto the Golden Bachelor,
And she asked me, I said no.
and she asked you say no.
That's it.
Just
no,
no.
Pepe, you need to say hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Hell no is right.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you're with somebody,
no.
you don't go on a dating show.
You know
Okay.
how many people do though?
How many people do what?
Oh, yeah, and they always get caught.
Caught, yeah.
Well, did you guys hear this? So, do you remember David Ross, who played catcher for the
Yeah,
Dodgers? He was dating a Hallmark actress.
Okay.
And
Who was it?
her name is Tori DeVito.
Okay.
Okay, she's on a show she's on one of the Chicago Med, Chicago Hope, blah, blah,
Chicago
blah.
Fire.
Right.
Chicago.
Yeah, one of those. And I honestly don't know which one it was. She's really cute. So I was reading an article about her, and the reason I pay attention to her, among other things, is that her dad was Billy Joel's drummer for like 35 years.
Right.
So she's been around famous people her whole life. So they were dating for about a year, and everything was going well. And she gets a phone call one day from one of her friends or a text and says, "Hey, isn't this your guy?" And she looks at the text, and he's on a dating site.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Wow.
And she went, "Hey, yeah, it is. Let me see if maybe he forgot he was on it, blah, blah, blah." But I guess you're able to check the activity.
Wow.
And she realized that he had been on it since they were a couple.
Oh, my God.
And she blew it up.
Yeah, of
She's
course.
married to somebody else now.
Yeah, why wouldn't she?
But that's one thing, Greg. If you do stay on those dating sites, remember
Delete
your
them.
activity can be followed.
Oh, yeah. No, I got off
You don't
of
want
that.
to get Ross.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the moment you're with somebody, you delete it, right?
Yeah, you stop.
Yeah.
You just stop. It's just fair to the other person.
Yeah.
By the way, Gray Fox in the YouTube chat says,
Hey, Gray Fox.
Hi. Laura
Hello.
says Laura's playing games. And I totally agree with him.
I don't
That
think
was a
so.
game.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? You are a little guilty
Yeah,
of
that
that.
is.
It is a game.
You're
It's a
taking
dating
something.
game.
Yeah.
You're taking
You-
something
you-
very simple and turning it into
Yeah,
a
That's
whole
right. You
little thing.
tried to get Chris. You
Yep.
tried to trap him.
No.
Exactly.
And he did the right thing, but you were a little.
It was a
deceived.
trap.
No,
Yeah.
what?
It was a trap.
It was
were
100% a
disingenuous.
trap.
Oh, yeah.
We're Team Christian on this.
Yeah, it
First
was a
of all,
trap.
No.
We love you, but we're Team Christian on this.
Relax. My thing
No,
is.
not relax. You
Hold-
should
Espérate.
relax.
Yeah, there's one person that needs to relax, and it's
Pero-
not us.
Right.
No, my thing is, I told him because he was a little thrown back that I even asked him. Like, he's like, you should have just I was about to say his name. Just tell him no. And I'm like, but it's your career. I can't make decisions for your
Yeah,
career.
but you specifically wanted him to give an answer, and if he wouldn't have given it, you would have rained hell on him.
Yeah, you were like dancing around everything.
I agree, Greg. You're right.
Yeah.
Greg's not right. Greg's not right.
It's a very
No,
much
you are
right.
playing
That was a
games. Yeah.
full-on game, and with how
I don't
long you
approve.
two have been together,
Full-on
you
trap.
should
That's a
not
trap.
be playing games
Trap.
like that.
It's
Trap.
a trap.
I do not
By the way,
approve.
you know what trap is going on the on TikTok right now? Is have you heard about the kitchen?
See, Greg, I know it. I don't even watch the Star Wars movies, and I know that's from
Yeah.
Star Wars.
Have you heard about the?
That's how I knew about Boba Fett, by the way, too. And Jango Fett, both of them.
Yeah. Did you hear about the ketchup challenge?
No, but I want to enter Michael in it. What is it?
Okay, so here's the deal: your spouse puts a little loose ketchup on the kitchen counter,
Okay.
and then
So it looks like blood?
well, no, so it's
Okay.
ketchup. Somebody
Yeah.
spilled ketchup, and then you say, "Can you clean that up?"
Okay.
to your spouse.
Okay.
And if the spouse just wipes it up with a rag, they're doing
like
the
a
wrong
paper towel.
thing.
Yeah.
Instead, they're testing them to see if they'll spray some cleaner and wipe it off
Oh, yeah,
altogether.
because
It's like,
or else you get sticky.
yeah, I would be the guy that just wiped the ketchup up normal. I wouldn't go get the spray bottle and dry. You probably would.
Yeah, what I always do. Well, because Murphy, the dog,
Yeah.
he's pretty well potty trained, but he still makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Hey, what should you do about this, by the way? So he's 14 months old.
Okay.
Okay. 95% of the time he goes outside to go to
Great.
the bathroom. But if sometimes he gets lazy and he'll just poop on the floor. And we have hardwood floor, so it's
Yeah,
not hard
right,
to clean up.
right.
But as I've told you many times, I'm a wuss. I'm incapable of being mean to Murphy.
Right.
So, but how can I get him out of this 5%?
Boy, that's tough. I mean, you never see him do it?
No.
See, the correction.
And what I will do is when he does it, I'll go, "Hey Murph, come here." I go, "See this? See what I'm doing? Stop doing this." And he'll laugh because he thinks I'm playing with him.
Right.
But
So you're trying to have a conversation with your dog.
which is just insane on
Yes,
my part.
yes.
But it's this whole thing that I've told you about before. I'm a bad dog owner in the sense that I have zero discipline.
Right.
Not weak discipline. Zero discipline.
But your dog was trained.
Right.
So what I would do is make sure Murphy sees this, but I would.
Whenever he goes out, here's one thing I do. Whenever he goes outside
Yep.
and goes to the bathroom, I give him a treat and tell him
Yes.
he did a good job.
That's good.
Thinking that he will continue to do that. But
Right.
sometimes he just says, "Screw you, it's raining outside. I'm dumping on the floor."
Yeah, I
don't care about
I'd
your
go to
treat.
the hardwood floors. I scoop
Right,
it up.
right.
I'd take him out to the yard and I put what he
Oh,
did.
that's good.
So he sees where it's supposed to go.
I'll try that.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
real.
good tip.
Felisa Mondon. What's that guy? Cesar Milan.
The dog
Oh,
whisperer.
it's a real Cesar Milan situation. Exactly.
So the ketchup thing is like it's crazy. I mean, 'cause
Laura.
you're gonna get a lot of roaches and things like that
Yeah.
if you don't clean it well.
Right.
Oh,
of
my
course.
God.
Laura, did you see the tweet from Radio Michael fan?
Oh, boy.
No, I did not.
You monster.
Well, my man
This is scandalous, Laura.
Monster.
No more producer or associate producer of the year for you. I'm withdrawing my vote.
Yeah, it was a little
Because
trickery.
you tried to.
First of all, my man just texted me because he's listening.
We're
and he
on your side, Christian.
He goes,
Don't boo.
He said, he's like, it's nice that the guys are on my side, but they definitely don't know you if they don't understand why you didn't say no.
If they don't say
No,
that
we
again,
do know you,
don't
and I
know.
understand why you didn't say no. You were testing Christian.
I
Yeah,
know
right.
it.
It was a game.
It was a test. It
No,
was a
it wasn't.
game.
It was absolutely a
It
test.
was a.
Oh, yeah.
A trap.
It was a trap.
It was not
It was a sneak
trap.
attack.
And I am so disappointed in Radio Michael, but it's okay. I'm not mad if you don't want to vote for me.
All right. Well, everybody has
You don't-
one view of this, and you have a different view.
All right.
So
Well,
you're,
hey, Greg,
you're
before
dancing.
you read that, we want to remind people we're going to try sports graffiti again.
Yes.
So for people who have been with us a long time, you guys all know what this is. But here's how it works. We're going to open the phones here in a second. 877-710-3776. 877-710-ESPN. Mason will punch you up on the air. He'll say, you're on the air. You got 10, 15 seconds to say whatever you want, and then you're out.
Yes.
And
It can be any subject.
right. And so we'll probably hear from about 20 people, and we're opening the phones. Greg just opened them up, so we'll do that next.
And
All right.
just let them ring. 877-710-ESPN. We'll pick you up on the other side. Bergman, Mandy's voting is open.
It is open, and I was going to say today to vote for Laura for Producer of the Year and Associate Producer of the Year, but don't do that anymore after that test.
No, not after
now-
she tried
Screw
to
y'all.
trick Boo.
And now you can make your vote count by not voting for Laura there. But vote for her for best
Well,
smile.
you never get an award, so you know.
It's true.
now it's
now it's on.
Yeah.
Now it's on.
I have zero.
Laura, I will vote for you.
All right,
I
thank
already
you.
did vote for you, Laura.
Thank you.
All right, it's the biggest night of the year for ESPN LA, the Mandy's 3. Go to ESPNLA.com and click on the Mandy's 3 voting page logo, presented by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. Injury attorneys you can trust. 213-747-2000. Vote now at ESPNLA.com.
Yep. Go vote now. Vote early. Vote often. Vote every day.
All right, if the phone's ringing, if you dial 877-710-3776 and the phone's ringing, you're in. Just let it keep ringing. We're going to punch you up in sports graffiti next.
Mason, Ireland, 710 ES.
Download it. Sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Laura's in there trying to justify the trap she set for
I
Christian
did not
LeBou.
The entire break.
The entire
That's all
break.
it's been. See, I'm not the bad guy here.
Take the L, Laura.
Wait,
Take the L.
Take
can I
the
just
L.
say
Yeah.
something really quick?
Okay.
And if you guys still believe that it was a trap, I'll take the L. But I told Greg, put it this way. Let's say a friend of Christian said, hey, I have a great opportunity for your girlfriend, but it's in the boondocks of I don't know where. And he would have been like, no, she can't go.
Right.
Right.
I would have been
so
pissed.
why weren't you?
Wait, I would have been pissed.
Because
he
what?
He still needs to present me the opportunity, and I have to say no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
nice
just feel
try.
like-
You
No,
still
no.
a trap.
He doesn't apply.
Yeah, it is.
like this.
Fine, I take the L.
Yeah, there you go. Take the L.
Still
Take
vote
the
for
L.
your girl. Okay?
By the way, James Porras has an excellent. You had a good suggestion for Murphy the dog, and so does James. Ireland, you should have Murphy the dog listen to the podcast so he understands not to go in the house.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
there
that
you
makes
go.
perfect sense. Perfect
Very
sense.
good.
All right, so we're going to do some sports graffiti. We did this many, many years ago. And it went
It was
great.
on the night show.
It was on the night
Yeah.
show, and it's pretty loose. Now, 877-710 ESPN. All you're going to hear from me is good afternoon, sports graffiti, go. You have, let's say, 10 to 15 seconds to say anything you want about the Lakers, about the Dodgers.
Unfiltered.
Anything in sports, anything about the show, anything about the station, something about Pepe and shrimp, any of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Now,
Well,
don't,
some
don't-
filter.
Yeah.
There's some filter.
Well, I was just going to say, don't curse because
Yeah,
we
no.
have a dump button. You guys are on a 7-second delay. So if you curse, we'll just dump you. So don't curse.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yep. Let's go.
All right. Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
You didn't punch it.
You didn't press any
Yeah,
button.
sorry. You're good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
There's a head coach who's not really being considered, but should be, and that's Becky Hammond. 8 years under Pop, players love her, respect her. LeBron said good things about her. She should be considered, except for the sexism. Pau Gasol has said in the past, I played
You're
for
right.
Phil, I played
He
for
has.
Pop.
Okay, good
He
call.
should be the coach.
Yeah, good call.
That's an interesting idea. All right. Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go. Go.
Oh, vote for Laura. Also, John, you're being a weenie about this Raider thing, man. Just suck it up like the rest of us.
That's probably fair. That's probably fair.
Don't be a weenie. Good afternoon.
Just suck it up like the rest of us.
Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
John, what a disappointment. Here I thought you were a hardcore Raiders fan.
I was. I don't have a quarterback.
You clearly don't bleed silver and black. We don't jump ship. We go down with the ship. I don't care if it's a freaking bunny rabbit. We go.
All right.
There you have it. Boy,
Maybe
they're
I just
all
have,
over you for this.
But maybe I just have to take my medicine and go through a. Greg, I think we're going 3-14. Go ahead.
Whoa. All right. Let's see. Let's go here. Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go. Go.
Or don't go.
Don't go. All right. You got to look alive, guys. Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Love that you guys are talking more LAFC. They're the last team that won a championship in this town. And I think that it's great that you bring in Ruiz and Denholm to do more content with you guys. You're the flagship station, more LAFC.
Amen.
All right. Awesome.
Amen.
Yeah,
Good call.
awesome.
That's right.
I'll be in the me and Bergman 3252 on June the 1st.
That's right.
At BMO. All right. Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
KD is the most overrated player in this generation ever.
Kevin Durant? Really? God, that's an automatic 2 points is what he is.
Well, he is bouncing franchise
Well,
to
he's going
franchise.
about to be
yeah.
a sixth head coach in 6 years.
Exactly. Good afternoon, sports graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Yes, am I the only one who thinks the Dodgers' stupid little dance and celebration is old and tired? They do that in the postseason, and they fizzle every year. I wish they'd stop it. Can some clubhouse leader take the lead and tell them to knock it off?
Yeah, you're right.
I like it because they're making fun of Freddie Freeman and how he can't dance.
Yeah, they clearly have lost because of dancing the last few years.
And by the way,
they've
won 14 out of 16.
Yeah.
Something's going right.
Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
I think there should be a rule in baseball that if a player wants an opt-out, the team also gets an opt-out the same year on that player. So if he turns out to be a dud, they can dump his contract.
That's interesting.
I don't know that the
I've
players'
always
union
argued
will
that
go
in my
along
own
with that, but
contracts.
yeah.
I said
That would be fantastic.
A mutual opt-out.
Yeah, when people come to me and say, okay, we're going to give you a 2-year deal, 3-year station option, I always go, no. If you want a 2-year deal with an option, it's got to swing both ways. And most of the time, they'll do it.
I only get 6-month deals. You get
2
multi-year
years,
deals?
3rd-year option, but but either one can blow it up.
My contract comes up every 6 months.
You and Kaplan?
Yeah, Kaplan, exactly. We're coming up at the same time.
Oh.
All right, good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You are on the air. Go.
I don't think you punched anybody up again. There you go.
You
Now
disappeared.
got it.
Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Good afternoon. Hey, LeBron James is a cancer, and the Lakers will never hold on to a coach unless they kiss his butt. Love you guys.
Disagree.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Thank you for the call.
I disagree.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Hey, this is Laker Dev in L.A., and I am the caller of the year / listener of the year for the Mandy's. I'm out.
All right, Laker Dev.
He's out right
doing
there.
some
Laker,
campaigning.
Laker Dev. Good afternoon. You're on Sports Graffiti. On the air. Go.
It's Raider Rubin. What's up, Mace?
Hey, Raider Rubin. June 1.
But Johnny I, you're a disappointment. You're letting us all down. Raider Nation never jump ship, Johnny I.
All right, so
You know
Reuben,
better than
let me
that.
ask you this. Should I just take my medicine, get back on, and suffer through a 3-14 season?
They're not going to go in 3-14. We didn't have a quarterback last year, and they still won 8 games.
Yeah, fair enough.
Remember that.
All right.
Thank
Reuben
you.
may have convinced me.
All right. Raider Rubin is who we're going to the LAFC 3252
I
with,
am
right?
so looking forward to that. Mario's all pumped about it. It's
He's in
great.
the 420 group.
And
the
you get to
420
sit. You get to
section.
sit in the good
Raider
part,
Rubin,
right?
not Mario.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, let's do 2 more. Actually, I think this is going pretty well.
Yeah, do a bunch more.
Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Yes, as to John's suggestion about calling Frank Vogel. Yes, bring Frank back, but have him sit aside next to another coach, 2 coaches. Like Dale Harris was once an assistant to another lead coach. Do it that way.
So do council of elders.
Like when they had Lionel Hollins and those
they
guys.
had that with Frank.
Yeah, with Frank. Yeah. They put together that. Jason Kidd was on that staff.
Yeah.
All right, let's go here. Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Maybe
I'm not
not.
going to wait for people. Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up?
The few callers ago mentioned LeBron. I agree with that guy, man. You guys got to think back to when Kobe got that extension, man. He was at the tail end of his career, and he did nothing but cripple the Lakers, man.
Yeah, but LeBron is
LeBron's
playing at an All-NBA level. That's
LeBron
what you
is
guys aren't
All-NBA.
talking
That's
about.
a totally different thing.
And a lot of people come to the arena to see LeBron.
Yeah, and if LeBron was playing like Kobe was at the end of his career, I would see your point, but he's not.
But he's not.
He's playing All-NBA.
Yeah. All right, let's do 2 more. Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You are on the air. Go.
The Chargers are going to have more wins than the Raiders and the Rams. Book it. Bolt up. Brian, let's go.
Oh, wait. He says more wins than the Rams.
Wow. The Rams.
Oh, man, Mason would be miserable if that happened.
Oh, can you imagine?
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I bet you can. I bet you can, Baldy. All right, let's get one last one in here.
Don't go that far.
Good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Hey, this is Damien from Inglewood. Laker Nation, baby. Woo!
Oh, do
Okay.
one more. We can't end on that.
can't end
That
on
guy's just
that.
yelling.
He's a
You have plenty of time. Take as many as you want.
Oh, take more? All right. Yeah, good afternoon, Sports Graffiti. You're on the air. Go.
Hey, this is Kim and Krista Mesa. I'm launching a campaign tomorrow for Pepe to be Man of the Year and everything else he can win.
Wow,
Thank you.
Kim.
Wow, that
Thank
is
you.
really
Oh,
nice.
my God.
Ladies' man.
Ladies' man is
Ooh.
right.
You have the Costa Mesa vote, Pepe.
There
What
you
we
go.
do.
And the Irvine vote, too.
You do have the Irvine vote, the
Of
Urbanians.
course,
I love
of
the
course.
Urbanians.
No, you don't.
I love
No,
the
you
Irvine.
don't.
I
Don't
love
lie.
Irvine.
I mean,
it's my home away
he's
from
been
home.
You're
ripping
lying to
Irvine.
my face,
Right,
and
Pepe,
I don't
Pepe,
like
he's
that.
been-
Fan of Irvine.
Pepe, he's
Yeah.
been ripping Irvine for years.
I love
know,
Irvine.
I know,
I
I
love
know,
how
I know.
carefully
Yeah.
planned it is.
People
Yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah.
stuff.
La-di-da. Or la-di-da.
La-di-da is right.
La-di-da.
Or la-di-da.
You're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Marty Marino and John Carpino for the Angels are idiots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's hard to make an argument the other way.
Well, I know John.
I know
like him
John
a lot.
too. Yeah. I mean,
But 1 out of 2, I'll give him.
yeah.
And John will be mad I said that because John's tight with Artie.
Good afternoon. You're on the air. Go. Dude.
Speak.
All right. Let's do one more. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Go. Go.
All right, fizzled out at the end.
Fizzled out at the
Okay,
end.
yeah.
Yeah.
But still, I think overall it was good.
Yeah, I thought, Bergman, don't you think this is better than 2 o'clock call today?
Yes,
So, Greg, let me
way
ask you,
better this
let
way.
me ask you a question.
Yes.
Would it improve if you answered the phone off the air and put them on hold and explained to them, go? Like when Mason says go, go.
I mean,
If
you say it enough times. I can put them it will be better if I put them on hold first. So when you take
all right,
them
let's
off,
try that Monday.
yeah, because when you
Okay.
take them off hold, it puts like a ding in their ear, and that's how they know that they're going on the air. So
let's
I'll
try-
put them on hold.
All right,
Yeah,
so
we'll try it that
that
way.
on
That's
Monday.
good.
But
That's
I like the idea. I
Yeah.
like Pepe, what do you think?
I really like it.
It's
Okay.
fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Pepe, we're going
Or
to put
la-di-da.
you, when we come back, we're going to put you in a very uncomfortable position.
You're
And-
gonna regret this.
And it happened. It happened last night after the Mavericks game, and we'll play it for you next.
Oh boy,
That's coming up next for you, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, you've heard me talk about wearable cryotherapy and iSpot Active. You guys got to try this thing, man. Go to this website, iSpotActive.com, ICEBOD active.com. If you play golf, pickleball, tennis, soccer, football, if you have any soreness, your knees, your hips, your elbows, these guys make compression wear. And you slide in these ice-cold gel packs, they call them Flex Pods, and you put these shirts on for 20 minutes. Mason's on a workout kick.
Oh, God, yeah.
So how great is it if you're sore and you throw on iSpot Active for 20
It
minutes?
is so good. It makes such a huge difference. And I don't have to go to the cryopod or any of that
right.
stuff
And
anymore.
it's going to save you time. It's going to save you money. Trust me, just go to that website, iSpotActive.com. You'll see a testimonial there from James Worthy. He's one of the owners of the company. You'll see some stuff from a doctor. And here's the best part. Free shipping and 100% money-back guarantee if you don't like it. But you're going to like it. I've never heard of anybody sending it back, but you have that peace of mind if you need it. iSpot Active, iSpotActive.com. Stop being sore. Keep doing what you love. Go see iSpotActive.com. It'll answer any of your questions. iSpot Active.
Dixon and Ireland on your home of Rams football. 710 ESPN.
It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
Hey, it's Friday, people. Let's roll, huh? Big weekend. It is Mother's Day weekend. We've been telling you about Books all week long. That should clue you in. Ireland, what are you doing for Myrna?
Going tomorrow. We're going to celebrate Mother's Day on Saturday. My mom's in
Nice.
the middle of moving.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going down to help her move.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do that tomorrow. We're going to take her to dinner tomorrow night. And then I'm probably going to have to go back on Sunday if I don't finish everything. But I'm going to see her for sure tomorrow.
Is it just me, or is Myrna always moving?
No. She's lived in the same house for 50 years.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This is the only time then.
This is her first big move, right?
Yeah. I made her do it because she's going to kill me for saying this, but she's 85 and she shouldn't live in a 2-story house.
Yeah.
I'm afraid
Makes
of her
sense.
falling down the stairs.
Where does she live?
Corona del Mar.
What's the address?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Well, I'll tell you after she moves.
Yeah. I was going to say that my mom, I'm importing my mom and not stepdad Leo for Mother's Day weekend, and we're bringing in Juan's mom and his actual stepdad. So we're going to go.
So you're having a full house.
Having a full house, and we're going tomorrow to see this Broadway show called Come From Away.
I've heard it's good.
You would love.
Yeah, I've heard it's
and
good.
Pepe, you would love.
I
It's
have
at
to
the
catch it up.
Pantages. It's fantastic.
All
So
right,
we're
now-
doing that.
Now, Pepe, we're going to play something for you here that happened to Luka Doncic last night. You know, the Mavericks had a big game, all right? And Luka and the Mavs pulled off the upset in Oklahoma City, and he went to do his postgame, and this happened.
We were open shots, so just our sharing the ball and our energy was great.
What do you think? Okay. Okay, moving on.
So obviously, I don't know if it was obvious and you could tell.
Yeah,
It's kind of hard to hear.
hard to tell, but
I heard it much clearer on ESPN this morning.
Yeah.
It's the sounds of lovemaking,
Lovemaking.
Pepe.
Lovemaking. Beautiful, beautiful lovemaking.
So, what's your theory as to where that came from? Were they actual people? Was it somebody with their computer or their phone open? Where do
Watching
you-
porn? What
yeah,
was
where
it?
do you think that those sounds came from?
I really think I saw that too.
Yeah.
I think it was like somebody making a joke or something.
You thought it was
Greg,
somebody
you
goofing
think
around.
it was actual people?
I think it's actual people, like in another room, and it was coming through
Yep,
the walls.
I'm with you.
I think it was beautiful lovemaking. That's
Sure,
what I
it
thought.
was.
I don't
Beautiful.
think
I'm
it's
with-
going to happen like that, Greg. Come on.
I'm with
You
Pepe.
get
I
mad
think
so
it was
easily.
somebody's phone or computer. Brian, what do you think?
I think it was more on the line of somebody's phone,
Yeah.
computer.
Because I think what happened
Enjoying
was it was
themselves.
some guy. You know, people that cover sporting events spend a lot of time in hotels.
Right.
Alone.
I think it was somebody. I think it was somebody who was watching the lovemaking
Beautiful lovemaking.
in the hotel,
A certain
and they
site.
opened their computer to type their story about Luca,
That's right.
and
out comes
Hot Sorority Girls 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
You know that one, huh?
Yeah, exactly. She had that one in
Don't
red.
ask me how I know.
I have seen it. It's very good. It got, by the way, 67% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Pepe,
so
gotta be
not
right. Gotta
everybody
be
loves
coming
it.
out of a phone or a computer.
Yeah,
I think
nobody's
I think
gonna-
Greg's reaching.
nobody's going to take a chance like that. I
No.
mean, they're going to lose their
Well,
job.
players would.
Yeah, it's
No,
Yes.
even
No one would try that. You don't think anybody has ever had sex in a
No,
locker room?
like in Magic's book, he talked about how he would do stuff at the Forum back in his crazy days.
Yeah, Pepe, come on now. Don't be naive.
Things have changed.
Pepe,
No,
don't you know
come
the,
on.
don't, Pepe, don't you know
I'm
the
actually with Pepe. Here.
Don't you know the
I'm with
sound,
Greg.
Pepe, of beautiful lovemaking?
Yeah, I know.
That
the
was
sound.
it.
I know the sound. Whoopie doo.
That's not the sound.
By the way, did you see
Whoopie-doo.
Luca last night pull a Mason?
What do you do?
Oh, you did not see
You didn't
this.
see this?
Oh my God, it's the funniest damn thing.
Exactly.
He fell flat on his face.
I mean, like so much like the mace plant. It's
Oh
it's,
wow, is he okay?
It's my look. I've
He
got
kept
it.
playing.
I've got it there. He kept playing.
Oh wow, that is just like you.
It was a mace plant.
Yeah, and unlike you, he's not blaming it on Corey
No,
Maggette.
right. He
Yeah.
did get up and keep playing. And by the way, he got onto a roll last night. But Pepe, you didn't see it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing hurt. You can tell.
Right after it happened, I started getting tweets.
That he
took
did
a-
it in honor of you.
Took a page from my playbook. Oh, Pepe just saw it. Yeah, isn't that tough? It's a tough one.
Hey, anything goes in the playoffs.
I guess.
Anything goes. So who wins that series now? 1-1 going back to Dallas.
I'll take Dallas.
Pepe, what do you think?
OKC.
I'm with Mace. I'm taking Dallas.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Dallas is going to win their home games.
Yeah.
And when they do, they'll be up 3-1, and I don't think OKC with that young team. And I love their team. I love their coach. I just don't think they can come back from 3-1. Greg, what do you think?
I was always on Dallas this whole time, and I still very much on Dallas.
Yeah, I'll tell you who wants Dallas to win: the NBA.
Oh yeah,
they are
Don't want
they are dreading Minnesota
City, yeah.
OKC as the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah,
and now they're in trouble of getting the Knicks because all the Knicks are hurt. OG
Right.
Anunoby's out
Jalen
now.
Brunson is going to play tonight.
Good. I hate seeing anybody get hurt.
They have 5 total players that they're going to
Right.
Yeah.
And Mitchell
6.
Robinson's out. Julius Randle's out. Now OG Anunoby's out. I mean, you lose
Bojan Bogdanovic is out.
You lose 3-4 starters.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is tough. It is tough.
Yeah, but even if they lose tonight, I think New York is going to win the series.
I agree.
Well, they're up 2-0.
Yeah, I agree. I think New York is going to win the series.
Well, they said that OG Anunoby is probably not going to play in Game 4 also, and that's your main defender right there.
He's out for Game 3 for sure.
Yeah, and they're saying he's probably out for Game 4 as well. May not come back for a little while. So if he's out,
he's really good.
That's your best defender. Then that's going to be tough.
By the way, Jalen Brunson's been the best player in the playoffs. He's been better.
Totally agree
better
with
than
you.
Anthony Edwards.
Totally
better
agree
than
with you.
We had that
Jason
streak
Tatum.
of 40-point games, and
yeah, he's been unbelievable.
he's a machine.
And he was a free agent available to anybody 2 years ago.
I can't. I mean, Dallas let him go.
Right. Well, his dad's a coach for the Knicks, so it may have been an inside job, but still, he's great.
He is.
That dude is great.
So, every day I start my day with the Blue Review, John.
That's Parker Bell's show.
The Parker Bell Show, which I think they honestly should change
with
the
his
name.
with his little buddy Corporate Greg.
Yeah,
No, it's with his little buddy Marcus Grant.
yeah, Marcus Grant.
Corporate Greg just is there sometimes.
You just float through
Quiet.
it.
You float in and out of
Yeah,
the
I'm
Blue
just, I'm
Review.
just kind of quiet. I just stand in the corner, meekly.
It's every morning at 9:30 on the ESPN LA YouTube channel, and the Blue Review is presented by LAX, where change is in the air.
Has the Blue Review replaced the Dodger Party hoedown of past years?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing, but
On
it's,
your phone.
It's all here. I mean,
Yeah.
we do it all.
The
we record
Hoedown
it all
Dance
here.
Party?
The Hoedown Dance Party on your phone. Yeah,
Well,
I
it's a
think-
good
actually, I
year.
still have
Oh, find that. Yeah,
I do have
the
it.
little
It's a-
Kamenetsky.
Hey, aren't you the guy who does the Lakers dance party hoedown on your phone?
On your phone.
And by the way, we had Alana Rizzo from MLB Network.
Right,
on
you had a
today.
guest.
You had her on your show, but
Yes.
not our show.
Yes, we can
Explain
have
that to me.
Because it's all about the Dodgers.
So we're not.
How
We're all
many-
Dodger fans.
It's 2:30. It's been an hour and a half. How many seconds have we talked about the Dodgers?
We're talking about them now.
Yeah, we're talking about
It's
the
one,
Blue
Greg,
Review.
it's one of the things like when we talk football, Brian's Chargers, Mason's Rams, you and I are Raiders. Well, I'm kind of half out, but the more, you know what, Greg, the more I listen to people,
He's back in.
I think I have to take my medicine. I'm like, you know who I am? I'm the Elizabeth Taylor of Raider fans.
Okay, what does that mean? Well, is that directed at Pepe?
Yeah, Pepe,
Okay.
how many times was Elizabeth Taylor married?
I think 7.
7.
Yeah.
And she just kept giving up and getting out. Matter of fact, I think she married Richard Burton twice.
Yes.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, and
It's
so
like
Greg,
you don't learn your lesson.
they trade Khalil Mack. I get out. They suck me back in. I'm sitting here claiming I won't get back in.
So you're not
because
a
they
real
don't have
fan.
A quarterback.
You're not a
No.
real fan.
Well,
Yeah.
is Elizabeth Taylor a fan of love?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, then how am I not a real fan? But the question is, Pepe, I'm absolutely. You tell me what to do. I'm 100% convinced the Raiders are going to suck this year because they don't have a quarterback. Should I just take my medicine and watch the Raider games every week with Greg and be miserable, or should I find a new team?
No, you should stay a fan. If you're a true fan, you stay a fan. In
Even
the
if
good
I'm-
and in the bad.
Okay, but Pepe, even if I'm convinced they're going to be
you
terrible.
cannot be convinced of anything because you cannot see the future.
All right.
Okay?
Okay, I actually have a little Raiders quarterback breaking news.
What?
I saw this. Yep.
Did you see this?
I did.
Aiden O'Connell, veteran free agent signee Gardner Minshew, there is an early leader. This is what Antonio Pierce said today. Aiden's earned the right to go out there and earn the first snap. What he's done this offseason, changing his body, his work ethic, being here every day, blocking out the outside noise. He's not worried about anything, and I'm excited.
You know what outside noise is? Me.
Yeah, you are the outside noise.
There you go.
All
And
right.
Greg, I love to hear you talk about the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And by the way,
but Greg, my point was going to be that we're divided in football. We're not divided in baseball, except for Brian kind of roots for the Padres half the time.
Whoa. Hate the Padres.
Oh, you
Dodgers.
No, he's a Dodger.
All right, so then it's unanimous. We should talk
We're
about
all
the
Dodgers.
the Dodgers every day.
Okay.
That's
You know what?
Cappy.
I'll admit this. If this gets you to talk Dodgers, then I will get you a guest to talk Dodgers.
Done.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
Because
Done. I will
Because
talk-
we try and talk Dodgers, and you just sit there and go, like,
I
I
love
just saw us
talking-
on Twitter.
No, I'd love talking about the Dodgers. I think the Dodgers are going to win a ton of games this year. I don't know if they'll peter out in the postseason like they've been doing lately, but you know what it is? It's must-see TV.
It absolutely is.
If the Dodger game's on, like tonight they play in San Diego.
Yeah,
don't
in
they?
San
Yeah,
Diego.
Tyler Glass now.
Yeah, it's
Looking
on,
for win number 7.
yeah,
8 in a row.
It's on in my house if they're playing. I mean, it's on now and they're playing the replay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm all in on that.
So one little wrinkle, and we've talked about this. I heard now that Jason Hayward is probably 2 or 3 weeks away.
Oh, it's going to be a little bit longer.
A little bit longer
but,
for Hayward.
but hey, let's be
Three,
honest
another
about
2-3
something.
weeks.
Pages has been great. Do we even need him?
Well, the question is, Pages is going to be an everyday player. I think that in the case of Hayward, you want him against right-handers.
Right.
He's a good left-handed
So
bat.
if Pages is an everyday player, who's the odd one out?
That's the question. The odd one out, there are 2 options here. One potential for odd man out is James Outman, who just hit his first home run in the last month.
Sure, third of the year.
Third of the year, but first in a month, and he's potentially
What
the
about
guy.
Greg? What about platooning Outman and Hayward?
Well, they're both left-handed.
They're both left-handed.
So that shoots that
and
down.
also right field and center field.
Well, but can't Hayward play anywhere?
No, he's right fielder.
Yeah, he's a good right fielder. Yeah. I'll say
Mookie has
this.
spoiled it because you think guys can play anywhere now. Mookie can play anywhere, but most people can't.
Right. And here's the thing. I still think the most likely scenario, and again, Outman's got a couple of weeks to figure it out and see if he can settle into a groove and stay on the roster. But if he does, I think then you've got to find a way for Chris Taylor to get on the injured list in some way.
And it's got to be about a week before Hayward's coming back. Like, oh, my knee.
But they do that.
Chris Taylor's like,
they
oh,
do
my
that a
knee is
lot.
inflamed.
Phantom IL, because then
Yeah.
you can send him down for some swings. He's been absolutely awful.
Rehab
But you want
assignments.
every player to be excellent. You have a great team. The Dodgers have a great
Pepe.
team.
Yes.
If they don't win the World Series, then they should fire Roberts.
Wait a
because
minute.
They
I
have
agree.
a
I agree.
Pepe,
They
what if-
have. I mean,
Wait a minute. If they win 120 games, you're going to fire Dave Roberts if he doesn't win the World Series?
yes.
Does he go out in the first
Yes.
round? Yes.
Yes.
You guys would fire a guy who wins 120
100%.
games.
If you don't win the World Series with the team that they have, the
Well,
pitchers, the
Pepe,
hitting,
you know me.
everything.
I think we fire coaches too fast. I don't think Frank Vogel
Well, that's
should
not
have
the
been
case with the
fired.
Dodgers.
Dave is not
He's
too
been
fast.
there forever.
That's true.
Yeah, Dave Roberts has been
That's
there a
true.
long time, and I'm telling you, there is.
Well, I'll say this about the two of you, about Mason and Bergman. You guys have been consistent about this. You've said all along that if Dave doesn't win the World Series this year, they should blow him out.
Yep.
I just think he'd get another job in 10 seconds.
Probably
would.
Yeah.
Not with the Dodgers though.
Man, probably get another job, and just not here.
He can
And
go
Pepe.
to the Padres.
Pepe,
All right,
like,
coming up next, there is something that's going to change on Christmas Day that I'm not sure you guys are going to be okay with. But it's going to happen.
Okay.
And details are leaking out, and it's going to affect all of us.
Okay.
Every single one of
We're
us.
not gonna get any
that work
presents.
here.
Don't spoil the tease, Pepe.
Pepe, it's almost as bad as that for some people.
Yeah.
We'll explain next.
All right. In the meantime, let me ask you, if you're injured in a car accident, should you hire your friend's relative who filed his taxes and represented him at an audit last year? No.
Uncle Rico?
Uncle Rico. Yeah, no, you, as in Rico statutes. No, you got to hire an expert in the field. So if you're injured in an accident of any kind, you got to call my friend Jacob, 844-24-JACOB. He's been doing this for a quarter of a century. He's handled all kinds of vehicle accidents, car, truck, motorcycle, Uber, Lyft, scooter, you name it. He's done it all. And Jacob and his team will not settle for a lowball offer from the insurance company. Plus, with Jacob, you never pay a penny out of pocket. So your car gets fixed, you see a medical specialist to help you get back on track, too. A lot of attorneys say they'll fight for you. Call Jacob, he'll win for you. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember...
Accident. or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Don't forget, you should be following Call Jacob on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. When you call Jacob, make sure you tell him Mason and Shinano sent you. 710 ESPN.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
I may have to do this for you. I may have to add Gavin Lux, my fantasy baseball team.
Well, Greg won't, so...
I'm down to the bottom of the barrel of potential free agents.
Yep.
By the way, Gavin Lux is fine. I mean, he's not going to win MVP, but I mean, I said this the other day. He's hitting 375 the runners in scoring.
Yeah,
position.
but he's hitting 191 overall.
Right,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying.
How many opportunities has he had to get that 375?
Yeah, that's fair. But at the same time, Mace, if he hits 260, you're fine, right?
I would be absolutely fine if he hit 360.
I don't think it's going to go down, Greg. Do you? Do you think that 190 is going down?
It probably will stay stagnant for a little while. He'll go up and down, but I mean,
I'm going to make a prediction. He's going to hit 250 this year.
That's That would be great.
That's totally possible.
Yeah, if that happens, great. I would absolutely take that from.
I mean, I know he's got a,
but that doesn't mean he's like the next coming of a second baseman either.
Okay.
I would trade him immediately
All right,
for a better second baseman.
So listen to this rumor that is now starting to get confirmed in various circles.
Yep.
I think you have Boomer Esiason,
I
right?
do, yeah.
This is the first time I heard it, Pepe. Boomer Esiason, who of course worked at CBS on the NFL Today he's leaving, but he worked there for 20 years, and played in the NFL, and now he hosts a show at WFAN in New York. Dropped this bomb earlier in the week.
And Netflix has about 200 million subscribers worldwide.
Right.
And this is why I believe that Netflix, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
What I think is going to happen. Mm-hmm. Could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
All right.
I'm going to give you one of these things. Like
one of these
things?
You
want to take it with a grain of salt? You can take
grain
it with
of
a grain
salt,
of salt.
Spot. Here we go.
Do not be surprised if the NFL and Netflix get in bed for a nice little Christmas Day football games.
Wow.
All right, so, and now it's starting to, if you're on social media, you'll start to see various other outlets reporting it, that Netflix is the leader in the clubhouse to have every Christmas Day NFL game. In other words, no more games for free for fans. Pepe, fair. I mean, I understand NFL's a business; they're trying to make money, and they're going to get paid probably $300 or $400 million for this, and so they're trying to put money in their owners' pockets. But now, fans, if you don't subscribe to Netflix, you can't watch the games.
Yeah,
what do you think?
But my question is this: okay, you might have Netflix, but then are you going to have to pay extra to watch the NFL
No.
games?
If you are a Netflix
You get it
subscriber,
for Netflix.
Because
they just raised their rates. So,
okay.
that's the reason they raised their rates. Greg, what's Netflix cost now? Like $20 a month?
I think it's what, $19.99.
Yeah,
19 something.
Yeah. So Pepe, the one thing about Christmas Day has always been you either have NBA or NFL to kind of get you through the day. And over the past few years, the NFL has been putting multiple games on Christmas Day, 3 or 4. Anything wrong with them putting those on pay TV?
So you're telling me that all
of them.
I mean, Fox and everybody.
Fox, CBS, shut out.
Yep.
So you won't watch them in Fox, but Fox is going to be broadcasting the games?
They are not.
So
all the games on Christmas Day will be on Netflix.
Would be on Netflix.
Fox and ESPN and NBC Sunday Night would all keep their packages, but just on Christmas Day, I don't know what day of the week.
So Netflix is going to pay every.
Like, remember Peacock last year paid $100 million to do one playoff game?
But they will pay the NFL for that?
Yes.
Because the right belong to Fox or to.
No.
This is
a
separate
specific
carve-out.
Christmas Day package. So let's say Christmas is on a Thursday. The NFL is going to put 3 or 4 games on a Thursday, and they will all be on Netflix.
But it's not going to be this coming year.
Yes.
Yes. No,
How
it
can
is
it
going to be this
if
coming
they
year.
already have the right?
They
don't.
don't.
Pepe, will you just follow along with the story? It's going to.
I am following.
Okay, so it's going to this Christmas Day. The games will belong exclusively to
It's
Netflix.
a rumor.
Right, but it's now being confirmed by various sources that it's likely to happen.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
Why not?
Because
don't they have a right to monetize their product?
Of course, they have the right, but they also have the right to alienate fans.
Right.
It is their choice to get the last dime off the table. What does it Cubans say? Pigs get fat and hogs go to slaughter?
Yep.
That's kind of what's going on here. I mean, I think it's going to alienate a fair number of fans. We think everybody in the world has Netflix. Everybody in the world does not have Netflix.
No, I agree with you.
What percentage of the
not
country has
I'm
Netflix?
looking it up.
Yeah,
That's a great
Mason,
question.
that is luxury. We talked about this before, okay? Maybe for us, $20 is not that big, but there are people that they have to get the money to buy food.
Yeah,
okay?
correct.
Okay, in 2024, there will be 173 million Netflix viewers, or 51% of the country.
Okay.
So that means 50% of the country would be shut out.
Shut out. Yeah, I mean,
I'm surprised they're doing it.
I'm surprised.
I
they're
don't
doing
blame
it,
them.
too.
I'm a capitalist, so I understand it, but I'm surprised they're doing it.
Football is so big that people in the 50% of the country you're talking about will go and buy it just so they can watch it.
So the other day, I always listen to this podcast. Mace, you would actually like this podcast. It's from a guy named Matt Bellany. It's called The Town.
Okay, I don't think I know it.
It's part of The Ringer.
All right.
And Bellany covers media.
Okay.
And he had a woman
He's
named,
like Richard Deitch kind of guy?
Right. He had a woman named Kelly Campbell on this week who is the head of Peacock.
Okay.
And he asked her, hey, you guys spent over $100 million to do one NFL playoff game last year. Looking back on it, did you overpay? That wasn't the exact question, but
right.
that was the genesis of the question. She goes, not only did we not, but she said it was the biggest driver to permanent subscriptions that we've ever had. In other words, people tuned into Peacock to watch that one playoff game. I think it was in Houston. And she said they stayed. The majority of them stayed, and now they're some of our most loyal viewers. So I see what Netflix is doing. They're trying to get that other 49% to sign up for Netflix. And, Greg, to your point, I think putting the NFL on there will do it. I mean, I think maybe that number of 51% goes to 70.
It's more fair than Peacock. Peacock, only 1 in 11 people in this country have got Peacock.
Right.
So they're really excluding
So that was
some
her
people.
point, that we needed to do something to let people know we were here.
Right.
And we like our product, and once we got them, we kept them.
But this goes hand in hand with the economy of the United States. If the economy is good, it's going to work.
Right.
If it's not, it's not going to work.
But I think as sports fans, we all got to get ready, all of us, for big events to be on pay TV moving forward. There's an announcement coming soon that Amazon is going to be an NBA partner. And when they do, I put this in the email today, Mace, that when they do, I thought they were going to have like a Sunday night basketball package or something.
Yep.
As it turns out, they're getting playoff games, and they're also getting the conference championship every other year. So if you want to watch the Western Conference Finals in 2025 and beyond, you got to have Amazon Prime. And so I think...
Now, what percentage of people do you think have Amazon Prime?
I'd say it's probably about the same as Netflix.
75%.
Oh, even more.
Yeah, even more. So
I
it's a
couldn't live
little
without
bit more fair.
I couldn't live without Amazon Prime.
No, and by the way, most people get it for the shopping, and you get the TV along with it.
Right.
You get the
And
streaming service.
some of their original programming is great.
Oh, it's excellent.
Isn't that the show you like? Isn't that an Amazon Prime show? Sugar?
No, Sugar's Apple Plus.
Apple Plus.
Yeah, it's a really good
And they
one.
have the smallest percentage.
It's Apple
Yeah.
Plus. It's not Apple. It's Apple Plus.
Correct.
But I mean, they did the same thing with soccer, Pepe, with MSL.
I know.
Apple
That's
put all
why
the
I
games
was asking
so
you if Netflix was going to...
Greg, I think this is
you
now
need to
the
pay
world
more.
we live in. I think major sporting events moving forward are going to be on pay TV, and all of us just have to deal with it.
Well, I don't disagree. Look, I think
it's too big of a money stream for these
right,
companies.
but I think
these leagues.
fan experience is important. And,
I agree.
And they're demonstrating, particularly
Like, for
to those
example,
fans that don't have a lot of streamers, that they don't care about
I
you.
think, to your point, I think the line in the sand is going to be the Super Bowl. I don't think the Super Bowl will ever be on pay TV.
It's spoken for till 2032.
But even after that, don't you think that's the Rubicon? That's the line you can't
You
cross.
might be right. I might be crazy.
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
Billy
I
Joel.
tell you what. I mean, the reality is, if every sport event is you have to pay to watch this.
Yep.
How many people do you think that have the money to spend in every single?
Well, we
one?
know 51%.
Okay, but
not
let's
enough.
but I mean,
and
come
more
on.
and more will, and in those 8 years in 2032, when it's
Right.
all up, probably will go
Those
to
numbers
pay.
will all be north of 70.
But let's flip that a little bit.
They're going to pay for it.
We're talking about 9 years from now.
Right.
There won't be cable in 9 years. It will not exist.
All streaming
we will
services.
all be streaming.
Right. So
So
the dynamic changes.
It'll be less of a jump because I think we'll get the majority of our television programming through streaming.
And but you know, somebody's gonna come out with some gizmo that can get you everything. For free.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. If I'll take that gizmo. Do you know who's
It-
got
it
those
happens,
gizmos?
It happens all the time.
All right.
No, Pepe's
Take your
right.
word for it.
The market evolves and inventions change everything. We all used to go to record stores.
Right. Well, the stupid thing is, all right, so here we created this, we have cable with all these channels, and we're like, I want to unbundle. I'll buy each channel, I'll buy Netflix, I'll buy Apple, I'll buy... Eventually, they're going to bundle all those, and so we'll have it'll be like cable. We'll just pay all of them together. So it's all going to change.
When you use your hands, it's like like Shakespeare. Like,
By the way, Mace, that's what I actually want. I have all that stuff. I want to go back to a bundle. I want to go back to cable in general.
But then they start jacking everything up.
The key's going to be that you're able to set the bundle, that you're able to describe
Right.
what's
That
in
sounds.
it.
I want all of it on. I want a guide, and I'm going to search through Netflix, Apple TV, all the different things to get where I want to get.
Yeah, but
it's
like
crazy
your
going in and
daughter,
out.
Riley, is how old now?
12.
Hopefully she never has to pay for cable.
Well, when she won't have cable, when she starts living on her own, when she goes off to college in 5-6 years, I think that generation is all going to watch everything on phones and big TV monitors, and it's all going to be a la carte.
She's always staring at her phone. It's all the same.
Right.
All right, we're going to do some What's Up, Fool. Then after that, how much are you paying for your Dodger dog, and how does it compare to Ballpark Franks everywhere else? We'll do that after some What's Up, Fool. Bergman's got stuff. Brian's got stuff. Laura's got stuff. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
If you are hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter, and right now you can try it for free. It's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Look, it's very complicated trying to find good people for your open jobs. In the old days, you'd take out a help wanted ad. It doesn't have to be that way anymore. ZipRecruiter's figured it out. My buddy Ian Siegel, who invented ZipRecruiter, says, we don't leave anything to chance. They have an algorithm that uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. So, if you're looking to hire or if you need a job, go to ZipRecruiter. Speed up your hiring process. Just go to that exclusive web address to try it for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
And yes, it's around 2:45 in the Southland. You know what we do each weekday at 2:45. What's up, fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. All right, so I saw this on Instagram from something called The Wildest. It says, as more and more workplaces are becoming pet-friendly and offering pet-inclusive perks like paternity leave and pet insurance, the demand for a new benefit is gaining popularity. Pet bereavement leave. Do you think companies should have pet bereavement leave in their benefits?
How much?
Well, you leave. Like you
right,
get to
but
leave.
how much leave? It's like
Mace,
you
you're
get
the perfect person to answer this
So
question.
how much?
Because when in the past, when your dogs have died, you've taken time off.
Well, I actually, so it varies. When my puppy dog got hit by a car, I was gone for a week because it was sudden and it was
right. So that's the argument for bereavement leave.
But my last dog who died, Fred, I knew he was really sick, so I came back the next day.
Right.
I think it's actually better for me to work than not. After
Greg,
something.
You always did.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm like all of us are dog lovers. We all have dogs, but I also understand that there are people who aren't pet lovers. And so I've always said, Murphy's great. You guys would all love him. I would never bring him here because I know there are some people that don't like dogs and would be bothered by Murphy jumping up on him. And,
right.
People.
Yeah, but Laura, here's the thing. Because we love pets doesn't mean that everybody does.
That's true.
But I'll tell you what. One thing that's kind of restored my faith in pet owners is the universal condemnation of that idiot governor in North Dakota.
Well, I don't know who could be on her side.
Right.
My
Well, no
God.
one is. So the fact that no one is a good sign.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think most of the country can agree shooting puppies is not cool.
At 14
At
months.
14
That's how old my
months.
dog is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's just horrifying.
She's nuts.
Well, in
nuts.
life, you
But
can
what's
never go to the extremes.
Yeah,
But
you're right. You're right.
But go back
But
to the
answer
original
Greg's
question.
Yeah.
I believe you should be allowed 3 days of
Pet bereavement?
Pet bereavement, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, whether you use them or not. Like, for example...
Well, Greg, you're a manager now. If I called you and said, hey, man, my dog just died. I'm really shooken up. Can I take the rest of the week off? What's your answer?
So I'd probably say yes, but also you're the type of person that went to the Mandy's, broadcasted from Mandy's 1.
On the day my dog died.
Right.
Went home
to see him.
And came
say
back.
goodbye.
Yeah.
Well, that was more because I thought Amanda and Morales would never talk to me again if I didn't go to the Mandy's.
Absolutely not.
And Amanda grabbed me after that, and she goes, that is insulting to me and to you.
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah,
if you
it's true.
she said, if you would have called me and told me what happened, I would have told you to stay home. But
Right.
I just assumed it.
Yeah, I mean, in the case of Sophie, my 18-year-old, I'll be to work the next day because she could go at any time.
Yeah, you're living on. I love that term you came up with.
Bonus time. It's bonus time.
But like,
she
if
turns
Veronica-
19 on the 4th of July.
But like if Veronica, knock on wood, like suddenly passed, you would take time.
Oh, I would absolutely. Because
Yeah,
she's
'cause
not.
she's a new dog.
Yeah,
She's
'cause
a
she's
new dog. She's
Right.
a puppy.
Yes.
It would be completely unexpected. But with Sophie, I get it. She old. She old.
What's up, fool?
All right, guys, it is being reported a couple Dodger rookies are getting some number changes here. So I think
Okay.
that kind of leads to a couple different questions here. So Gavin Stone's going to go from 71 to 35, his new number. And Andy Pages 84 to 44. Mm-hmm. And does them getting new numbers, especially Pages, kind of indicate that they're here to stay now?
It's a good sign. They're moving in the right direction.
I think 100% it means that. They took him off the high numbers and put him in the
But
in the
as a
normal numbers.
long-time Dodger fan, you guys didn't know. Well, Greg, you grew up here. You're too young, though. When I say 35 on the Dodgers, Pepe, what name pops in your head or does one?
35.
35.
You'd have to be a Dodger fan in the 80s. Bob Welch was an absolute
Welch, yeah.
flamethrower.
Yeah, he
All right,
was.
when I say 44 on the Dodgers, Pepe, what pops into your head?
I only think of Hank Aaron. He's not Dodger.
That's the number, believe it or not, that Darryl Strawberry wore with the
Oh,
Dodgers.
really?
Did he?
Yeah.
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 God, you
so-
remember that? Darryl Strawberry and
Eric Davis.
Cal Daniels?
That was the outfield. Davis, Strawberry, and
Cal Daniels,
all
yeah.
L.A. high school kids, and they never won a World Series.
Never won that.
Yeah, Brian, to answer your question, I think it is a if I was Pajes or Stone, I'd feel good about it because I think that means I'm no longer wearing a number that they give to a spring training call-up.
That's a very, very good sign.
Yeah, and Stone has had 3 spectacular starts in a row, and Pajes is batting .317 or whatever it is. Those guys are not going anywhere.
What's up, Foo? All right, guys. So we were talking a little bit about dating apps earlier in the show and during Crosstalk. So I saw this. A woman had a sign in Spanish saying she was looking for a good-looking guy with a beard during Mexican Heritage Night at Dodger Stadium.
Okay. Bergman, can you speak with a Spanish accent?
Un poquito?
Un poquito, sí.
Así.
So, my question, he does say comer mejor, para vivir mejor, comer mejor really well.
I was just going to say that.
But
not that fast, though.
My question to you guys is, would you shoot your shot this way? Some of us are not into the dating apps, but would you shoot your shot with a sign?
Well, you mean holding up a sign
Yeah,
at a
she was
game?
literally walking around holding up the sign.
You didn't see that?
I didn't see that.
I'll send it to you.
It comes off a little desperate to me.
It comes off completely desperate. I mean, that's just
totally desperate.
Hashtag sad. I mean, that is really, I'm
Poor
holding.
girl.
Please come date me. I mean, what the hell? No.
Although, like
That's
when we were
funny.
talking to Emily earlier, she was saying that that what'd she say, Greg? Dating apps are hellish, or
they're just hell.
Yeah,
The cesspool ones?
because Greg and Emily have both been on dating apps, so
They're bad. I've been there.
Yeah, I would agree. I'll trust you guys that you're right that it's hell, but as I said to Greg and Emily, I wouldn't tell you to get off them because it's kind of what it is.
Right.
What's that line about democracy? It's the worst form of government except for all the other kinds.
Right.
Dating apps are the worst way to meet people except for all the other kinds.
Yeah.
It's the only way to meet people.
Right. So
Pretty much.
That's not the only way to meet people.
Well, no, but in your world, Greg,
Right.
Or more Emily because she's younger. It's kind of what there is, right? It's
No.
like the world she lives in.
So take me for example,
I don't think
Pepe.
so.
You're saying there's other ways. When would you like me to go out trying to find somebody when I'm at work at 7:30 in the morning?
He's here
I
at
get
7
here
in the morning and gets home at 8 o'clock at night and has a daughter.
And has a daughter on the weekends. Where am I going to go out to find somebody?
Well, you'll find a way. I
You
mean,
do?
Wait,
I am.
Yeah, it's called Hinge.
Yeah, I got it on Hinge, exactly.
No, but you do find a
wait.
way.
You go to Starbucks.
to a bar.
You buy a coffee. You see a girl that you like. You said, "Hi, how are you? I have to go to work, but I really like you."
Yeah, that would work out perfectly.
Yeah,
fine.
no,
you
I
don't
got
know.
my
You
like,
don't
I go to
know.
Illy,
Pepe,
I get my coffee,
I think you
come
need to be
back.
more direct. How's this? Hey, you know what look good on you?
Oh, come on, Ireland.
What do you think? Would that work?
No.
And you wonder why Momo says those things.
I like it that I make Momo cringe.
I do
like
too.
it when she's uncomfortable.
You know, the lady that had the sign could be very, very attractive, but might be toxic, man. And
Yeah,
Like
she
Laura?
could be
I'm not
crazy.
toxic. Screw you.
Well, but,
Right. I wonder if she.
I wonder
once she-
if that woman with the sign, once you go out with her, she tries to trap you like
Trap
Laura
you,
did.
like a trick.
Screw y'all.
like a leg hole trap.
yeah, you have to be.
Listen, for every
You
for that
have to
one,
read the fine print and the sign.
for the I regret
Justification's
asking
coming.
this.
Justification's
I
coming.
would
Oh, boy.
regret telling you
Forever.
the story forever. But no, I was gonna say for that one cool person you meet on the apps, because there is like that one person, you get like 30 weirdos.
Yep.
It's
Right.
like-
Right, but Laura, remember, it only takes one. You're only looking for one.
That's. I mean,
Yeah.
I found mine at a bar, but yes. that
Yeah,
is
you're
for
just
sure.
as likely to find somebody crawling around at the back of a bar as you are on a dating app, as you are, like Pepe said, saying hi to the barista.
No, Greg, Mr. Commissioner,
Yes.
you go to a Laker game.
You do?
Yeah,
You
but
go
we're-
to
we're
Laker
working
games,
the
right?
Laker games.
Oh,
You do.
I know we're wrapping this thing up, but let me tell a story. Oh, did you finish? Did I
No,
let
go
you
ahead,
finish?
go ahead, go
No,
ahead.
but it was piggyback.
No, I mean, you go to a Laker game, you see a lot of nice-looking women. You go and say, hi, how are you?
Hey,
Pepe, my
hey,
friend,
look at
when
my
we-
credential.
No, when
Yeah, check out that
we were
credential.
talking earlier, and I
against the
have to
rules.
admit, this is a little brilliant.
Okay.
My friend Gerald said, he's been married now for 18 years, but he says, he texted me, we were talking about this earlier. When I moved to L.A., first thing I did was I bought Lakers season tickets. My pickup line was, would you like to go to a Laker game with me? worked every time,
There you go.
including
See?
my wife of 18 years.
There you go.
That's
See?
a little bit brilliant. Like, Mace, if you didn't have one,
yes,
the fact that you have Rams season tickets
Yes.
is a hell of an elixir.
Oh, yeah. No, it
Yeah.
absolutely is.
And
Yeah.
not only that, like you can say, I have tickets for Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift,
There you
exactly.
go.
Yeah. All right, there you have it. There is your What's Up Fool for today. There's so much stuff to get through in this last hour because we pile up a bunch of stuff
Sure.
during the course of
Let's
the week.
do it. Let's knock it all out.
So I want to try to get to all of it, and we'll start out with ballpark hot dogs. How much they cost at Dodger Stadium versus everywhere else. We'll do that coming up next. And by the way, end of the 3 o'clock hour, it is the potpourri of lies.
There you go.
Do you have a lot of lies to tell today, Pepe?
I have a special, very esoteric one.
Oh, good. I love a good esoteric game of games. That's coming up. Mason and Ireland, 710 ES.
On 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
That is not what I meant to hit. It is not Taco Tuesday.
LeBron
In fact,
yelling Taco Tuesday.
In fact, it is
It Friday.
There you go. That's what I meant to hit. Pepe, sometimes I hit the wrong button. You seem stunned by the whole thing.
Focus.
All right. Focus is right. All right, so hot dogs in Major League ballparks. Bergman, how much is a Dodger dog to the best of your recollection at Dodger Stadium?
Probably like, what, $10, $12.
Now, according to this story, it is $7.99.
I don't know. I could be
According
wrong.
to the
I don't
Washington
buy them anymore
Post.
'cause they suck.
Yeah, they're
$8
not what they used to be. According to the Washington Post, Dodger dogs are $7.99. Now, you know this story, so it's not fair, John, but I'll ask everybody else. Where is the cheapest hot dog in Major League Baseball? What ballpark?
Anaheim.
Anaheim
You get in for $1.
has the second most expensive hot dog in Major League Baseball.
Oakland A's.
The Oakland A's have the most expensive hot. So the worse you are, the more expensive your hot dogs are.
Let me see if I can give you guys
Gotta
a
make
hint.
their money somewhere.
Think, American League. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Think,
Tampa Bay.
No, think blue.
Kansas City.
No,
Good
think
guess.
Texas Rangers.
No, think
Astros.
Think worthless money.
All right, this will give it away. Think north.
North.
We the North.
Seattle.
No, it'd be like
Toronto.
Toronto.
There you go.
Yeah. Get
Toronto.
this: a hot dog in Toronto, and although, and let me see, I think this is adjusted for Canadian dollars, is only $2.55.
God bless the Canadians.
Isn't that
They're
awesome?
always nice. The streets are clean.
I think the
how
cheaper.
much are the donuts?
I do not have the donut prices, but the
How about the nachos?
I do not have helmet nacho prices at this point, but this is just the hot dogs. So,
And you guys still contend that when the Dodgers changed hot dog vendors, it ruined
100%.
1,000,000%.
your hot dog
I knew
experience.
it.
You guys
Completely.
don't get dogs anymore.
I will not get a hot dog.
I will not
I
get a hot
went-
dog, except for that
Well, I
one
don't know the
time
price,
you and I
Dad.
got one
No.
Yeah.
last year.
It's not good.
The food at ballparks now, particularly Dodger Stadium, is so good that you
Yep.
don't need
Well,
to eat hot dogs anymore.
The center field, I heard Cappy saying, did Cappy hit the Shake Shack in center field?
No, we ended up going down into the Yamava.
Oh, right, the
The
fancy
dugout
dugout
club,
club. Yeah, but center field's got all kinds of stuff now. The Shake Shack, there's always a line.
There's a big line there. The barbecue place is a really big line. Yeah, there's a lot
That
of food
one,
there.
that one, the barbecue
Yeah.
place. I love that place.
It's delicious.
I haven't eaten a hot dog any place.
Yep.
For like 12 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
There used to be a King's Hawaiian place.
Oh.
And it's not there. It's either it's not there anymore. It's on the second, and maybe it's
But
on
the barbecue
field,
place, I
Lowe's level.
love that place.
King's Hawaiian bread is like fantastic.
So
It is
good.
So delicious.
So good.
It's got that
Really
little sweetness
good.
Give me
to
all
it
the
and-
carbs. Give me all the carbs.
Hey, when that 5 o'clock whistle blows, be sure to be locked into the LA Afternoon Drive Takeover for the Tito's Vodka 5 o'clock Cappy Hour. Tito's handmade vodka, simple, smooth, every sip as easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does with your favorite mixer. Don't miss the Tito's Vodka 5 o'clock happy hour this afternoon at 5. All right, so I got a little celebrity news that's disturbing. You ready?
Yeah.
Remember Britney Spears was under that big conservatorship?
Yep.
And they were keeping her from...
Yeah.
Apparently it's all going wrong. TMZ reporting Britney has been spending a fortune in danger of going broke. She's been going to French Polynesia and staying at the Brando, spending $1 million per trip. Private jets, hotels, staff, etc.
Okay. Go ahead. Finish.
She also is going to Hawaii on a monthly basis, staying at the presidential suite at the Four Seasons and dropping $350,000 a trip. So she is going through her cash.
All right.
Fast.
But here's the problem. Let's say they put you and I in charge of her. Okay.
Are we her conservators?
Well, not yet.
Oh,
but
okay.
that's a question I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
She is an adult. She's in her 40s now.
Correct.
Is it fair just because she's blowing her money, which she earned, to put her back under a conservatorship? I think obviously this is a little heartbreaking and it's disturbing.
It's terrible.
But who are we, or in this case, what if her dad petitioned the court again to say, I want to get the conservatorship back so she can get her life in order? Laura, would you put Britney back under a conservatorship?
So after reading that story, I feel that she definitely needs an advocate. Just like even if you look through her social media, it's a little bit disturbing. Obviously, I'm
You mean
not a
the one where
doctor.
she dances with knives?
Yeah, like I'm not a doctor, but I did study psychology. I have a degree in psychology. And for me, it's like seeing that I would never say someone needs to. I mean, come on, like what we went through earlier. Like I would never want to control anybody, but
Right.
sometimes people need that extra help and that advocacy. For
I
it.
think Pepe. What do you think? I think she obviously needs help, but would it be fair in any way for somebody else to determine an adult, a woman in her 40s, should not have control of her own money?
Obviously, she doesn't have control, so she needs somebody to help her.
Yeah, somebody needs to protect her from herself.
Right, but would you, Mace, put her under another conservatorship?
If I was a judge?
Yes.
Yes.
Me too.
If I was a judge, if somebody came and petitioned me and said, hey, she had $60
You know, this
million,
is
now
what her-
she's got $2 million left.
This is what her dad did before, and her dad got killed in the court of
But
public
you know
opinion.
what? You know what she had when her dad was her conservator? A whole bunch of money. And you know what she doesn't have when her dad is off the job? She's got virtually nothing left.
She doesn't have.
I remember, Mace, you'll remember this, and I've got to talk a little bit in code here.
Okay.
But there was once a Dodger player, and we were talking to a Dodger executive.
Okay.
And the Dodger executive said to us in so many words, if you guys, meaning the Dodgers,
Yep.
if we give him $100 million, he will go through it in a month.
Oh, yeah. That's
a clean version of that story.
That's a very clean version of
Right.
the story.
But who are we to say that if we give $100 million to a baseball player, particularly some of these foreign players, like guys who grew up in the Dominican Republic or in Cuba, and do we then put them under conservatorship,
Well,
even if they're going to go through the money?
I guess here's
who
the
are
question.
we to say?
Who takes care of her when she is broke? Is that just it's just all gone and she's
a homeless person now?
She's got nothing?
No, these are all great questions. The question I can't answer is it fair to her in any way to take control of her own decisions away from her?
It is better for her.
I think it is
agree.
because
We all think it's better, but
Well,
what
here-
if she wants, like Charles Barkley
If she just wants
supposedly
to go-
blows $10 million every time he goes to
But
Vegas?
there's
Should we put
caveat.
him under a conservatorship?
No, but
Doesn't
it's
she
a
have?
different story with Charles.
I may be wrong, but doesn't she have like bipolar? Isn't
Well,
she-
she definitely is dealing with mental health
That's
issues.
what I'm saying. Like you blowing 10 grand or $10 million because you want to party and be immature is very different than having a mental health issue and needing that extra assistance.
Right.
That's the difference there.
But here's the difference. If Greg, if we saw a parent, if you and I were at the airport and we're taking a flight, and we see a little girl acting up with her parents, and she's making noise, and they're telling her to be quiet, and she doesn't be quiet, and her dad clocks her.
No.
Now we would say no. Wait a minute. We would say somebody needs to intervene in that situation, and they need to do it right now.
Yeah, it's called the police.
But in the case of Britney, it's her money. She earned it. If she wants to go out and blow all of it, who are we to tell her she can't do it?
But
hold on, Pepe. So someone on the YouTube chat made a really good point. It's sad to think about it this way. It's kind of like Anna Nicole Smith. That she has that
It's
same
exactly
kind of,
like
it's
Anna
same
Nicole
kind
Smith,
of,
and
that ended out very, very poorly.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what mechanism we would have to take away her financial decisions, and I don't think there is one.
No, by the way, I don't think they can put her back into a conservatorship. But all you free Britney people, think that was the right. I don't think that was the right thing at all.
I think that the person is not well. Britney or
We can
whomever.
agree. We can agree on that. But Pepe, does that mean we take her money away?
No, there is another reason. Okay, you need to be educated on this. You mentioned the Latino baseball players that come. They don't have the education because they don't have any money. Suddenly, they have a lot of money and they don't know what to do with it.
Yep.
You were educated on this. You were educated. We are well educated on the how you spend your money.
And by the way, don't limit that to Hispanic players. There have been a lot of guys in the NBA, American-born guys that have blown through all their money, too.
I'm just saying that because you mentioned that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so people that don't have money suddenly have money and then they just go crazy and spend the money. One of them is playing in Veracruz now. He used to play for the Dodgers, and you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about Puig.
Puig.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Well, Puig's a good example, but would we, if we found out that Yasiel Puig is doing all the stuff you mentioned Britney was doing, going to the Four Seasons in Hawaii, going to, where was the other place she's going and blowing millions of dollars?
French Polynesia.
Yeah, if we found out Yasiel Puig would do that, do we step in and try and take his money away from him and
Well-
say, I'm gonna control your money? I don't know how you do that.
Well, it is very hard.
Some
you know
people-
why it's hard? Because a lot of people are going to be hanging around with them,
right?
Not allowing you to do it because they're just enjoying
See,
that life.
I'm very much a libertarian. I'm very much live and let live. But some people, I think, do need to be protected
isn't-
from themselves, and she's one of them.
If you put her under conservatorship, that's the opposite of
Correct.
being a
I'm
libertarian.
saying she has to be protected. Some people need to be protected from themselves.
But okay, Mace, in looking at broad big picture, she's not injuring her or others.
I don't know. She's dancing with knives.
Right, but she at this point hasn't ended up.
She had that incident at the Chateau Marmont the other night,
where she
too.
hurt her foot.
Yeah.
All right.
But she was screaming in the hallway.
Right, and then
people-
got back with that guy a week later.
Right.
I mean, by most standards, she's a hot mess. But that doesn't mean we have the right to take her money away and say, we'll give you an allowance. I would hope that someone close to her could convince her to maybe get, like you used to have, a business manager. And
Right.
and then you run your money through that. But I don't think you can make her do it.
But you need a business manager. That's right.
I don't think you can say, you know what, Brittany? I'm going to control you now.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part of things is over. I mean, they already got her out of the conservatorship, but all you free Britney people, just watch. Just watch, because there's a sad
if you really
story
care about her,
unfolding.
there's you got to put some attention on this.
All right, coming up next, how much does an offensive lineman eat to get ready for a game? I've got an example. It's crazy, and I'll tell you what it is next. In the meantime, it's this is probably your last chance, people. It's 3:18 on the Friday before Mother's Day. You better get yourself in gear right now, because Mom is going to be wondering, what is my son doing? What is he keeping me in mind for Mother's Day? You want to take care of Mom. She was there for you every single step of the way, and you want to make sure she has got fresh flowers from Bouquets. That's short for bouquets. Right now, and again, you're down to last chance here, 25% off your entire Bouquets purchase, so you can send some to your mom, too. And I love Bouquets. They're different. Their flowers are cut fresh, sourced directly from the best flower farms. They last way longer. They got modern designs, unique flowers you can't find anywhere else, and they're really simple. I went online, picked the delivery date, I'm done. Mother's Day is Sunday. Don't miss the chance to thank your mom. Order your Bouquets right now. And by the way, with 25% off, don't forget about your wife or your grandma or your favorite aunt. Go to Bouquets.com. Use promo code ESPN for 25% off. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN. Bouquets. Promo code ESPN. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. It's Friday. We got Super Crosstalk coming up for you about a half hour from right now. It'll be Beto and Scott Kaplan. And Pepe's hanging out today.
Potpourri of Lies today.
Potpourri of Lies, just minutes away.
You better be ready.
What obscure actress from the 40s will we find out about today?
For the 30s.
Oh, the 30s.
Okay,
Sorry
are you
about
going
that.
back in time?
Going Claudette Colbert. All right.
Oh, dang, I'm going to lose.
All right, so, you see these offensive linemen. They're gigantic people. Like Jordan Maleta is 6'8", 374 pounds for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, let me tell you his pregame menu. So the night before every game, he eats an entire box of bow tie pasta, shrimp, rosé sauce, spinach, sun-dried tomatoes, garlic, salt and pepper chili flakes.
Sounds good.
A 20-ounce steak, 3 pieces of garlic bread, and a Sprite. So he's going box of pasta, 20-ounce steak, shrimp, garlic bread, all that stuff. Now, the next day, he gets up, game day. He has an 8-egg omelet, 4 egg whites with spinach, mushrooms, cheese, avocado. 8 pancakes, orange juice. So think about how much he's eaten. That's got to be...
By the way, what you just described would last me for 2 weeks.
I know. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that's what he's got to eat to play. And in the middle, by the way, he takes an IV drip. With nutrients and stuff.
It's not healthy. When I was in college, I lived with 2 football players, 2 offensive linemen on the UCLA football team. And these guys, back then, you could play at about 280. Now you got to be well over 300 pounds.
Yeah, this guy's 374.
I think he's from New Zealand.
Oh, is he?
Is he?
I think so.
Well, the 2 guys I lived with back in the day, as soon as they stopped playing football, they both lost 100 pounds. So other way around, yeah.
Wow.
They because they were doing what you're describing, Mace, they were just bulking up.
Yeah, it would take me a long time to eat all that stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they have to eat that because of what they do.
Oh, sure. Yeah, exactly. All right, so I wanted to get to this other thing. This is another football guy. We're trying to get through all these stories today. All right, this guy is named Junior Gillette. He's a New Orleans Saints linebacker. So he has got 103 traffic tickets.
Oh, jeez.
Totaling $22,395. Now, I'm on his side.
Okay. Tell me why.
Because they're all those automated cameras, the ones like the red light cameras that'll flash, and there's no officer there. It's just a machine. Now, I've always contended that I think that's a violation of the Fourth Amendment. That is illegal search and seizure. If I ever got one of those in like Culver City, where I am a lot, they've got those red light. I would not pay. I will not pay that. I will go to court. I will go to the Supreme Court with Jerry West.
Okay.
Do you believe in those? Do you believe they should be able to have those cameras?
No, I agree with you. I think they're awful. But what I'm all about is minimizing my inconvenience.
Sure.
So if I got one of those tickets, Pepe, I would pay it just because I don't want to get pulled over and taken into the slammer for 22 unpaid parking tickets.
That's right.
By the way, you're underselling 113 unpaid parking
tickets. That's a lot.
Traffic tickets.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And they're all those automated cameras.
I don't like the camera.
No, I don't think they should even be legal.
You have to go with whatever. It is what it is. What
I know, but a lot of them got removed. I think Culver City is one of the only ones that still has them, and I hate them so bad.
Yeah, they suck. And Bergman, do you believe in the auto traffic ticket without the officer there?
So I got one one
did.
time. Yeah,
did you pay it?
Yeah, I paid it. I actually fought it too, and I lost.
How did you fight? What was your
I
argument?
went to court, and they had a picture of me, and I was like, I just said that wasn't me.
They need 3 pictures now.
Yeah, you can fight it very, very easily. Mine just didn't happen to work. I don't think they should be allowed at all.
Now they have the bus
Absolutely
one.
not.
I would if I was in that situation, I would walk into the courtroom, I would slam my fist down on the table, and I would say, focus. No, I would say, I'm not out of order, you're out of order.
So one time Lisa got one of these tickets, and she was driving through Beverly Hills.
Yep.
And they got a perfect shot of her. She's in a convertible Volvo.
That's tough.
And in her left hand, she had her phone to her ear.
Oh.
And in her right hand...
Oh, my God.
In her right hand, she had a Starbucks cup of coffee with one finger on the wheel. And she goes, she had your attitude. She said, I don't believe in these cameras. I'm going to fight this.
I definitely don't.
And I said, if you go to court to fight this, and they put this picture up where you have your phone in your left hand and a drink in your right hand, what case do you think you're going to win?
Right.
And she goes, that's a pretty good point. I go, if it goes to a jury, you're dead. I go, just pay it.
Juan has one right now, and we're debating about whether or not to pay it. We got it during the football season, right in Culver City. And I'm telling you, the picture is so clear.
He could never argue it's not him.
He could use it as a headshot.
I got it for you, Mason. When you're going to walk into the court and you're going to say,
Order!
Hey, Mace.
So, Greg, you fought the law?
And the law won.
And the law didn't win.
Wait, Mace, did you get
you're
one?
so proud of yourself.
What's that?
Did you only get one picture, or did you get the 3?
No, he got the 3. He got the 3.
Yeah,
It's-
because my
it's clear
friend,
as day.
they only gave her 1, so that's how she was able to win, because she's like, you're supposed to give me the front, the back, and a side. And if you don't, then that's how you can fight it.
By the way, if I was like Karen Bass and I was running for mayor of L.A., I would put your platform, your position on my platform. I would say another thing. If I get elected, all the automatic traffic cameras gone. Nobody likes those things.
There
we don't
you
need
go.
the money that bad. Out. Do you think I'd get a lot of votes for that
You
position?
would get a lot of votes.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I'd do.
All right, coming up next for you, we got Potpourri of Lies coming up, but the ticket prices for the Tyson-Jake Paul fight.
Oh, and I also want to ask you guys who you're picking in that fight. Everybody get ready for a pick. Do you
Okay.
want the 58-year-old? This is in July, in 2 months. Do you want the 58-year-old Mike Tyson or the 27-year-old Jake Paul? We'll get into that.
Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. they are going to sell 85,000 seats for that thing.
I sent you a story today that apparently Mike Tyson has given up weed, sex, and he's eating raw meat.
Yeah, that's odd.
To get prepared to fight Jake Paul. Now, Pepe, you've covered boxing your entire career. Jake Paul is 27. Mike Tyson is 58, but he's Mike Tyson. If I made you pick a winner, who are you taking?
I think I'll take Mike Tyson if he can catch him with one.
Yeah, catch him with one punch.
One punch, but the guy's going to be running around.
Yeah, I think Jake Paul is a better fighter than people know. And I don't think either one of them is getting knocked out. I'm taking Jake Paul in a decision. What do you think, Mace?
I am rooting like hell for Mike Tyson to knock that punk out.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think he can though?
He's a mouthy punk.
I have no interest in watching that, but I hope Mike Tyson wins.
I think most people are like you guys.
Pepe.
They're rooting for
Is it
Tyson.
free or is it a pay-per-view?
Pepe's making hand
Pay-per-view,
signals,
isn't
and I
it?
don't know what any of them
What
mean.
hand signals are you making, Pepe? Are you trying to land a
Sign
plane?
language.
What the hell's
Spit it
going
out.
on?
What are you saying?
I'm going to...
Go to the bathroom?
You're going to go to the bathroom.
Turn off your microphone and go.
I'm going to leave a message to somebody that is calling me. Okay?
Okay, got it. Thank you. That was
Excellent.
a lot of...
That was very
odd.
Either way,
By the way, I will not go out of my way to watch this
Absolutely
thing. I
not.
certainly will not
I
pay
will.
for it. Will you really?
Hell yeah.
No point.
Why not?
You can just leave when you
I
want,
bought
Pepe.
the
It's fine.
stupid McGregor Floyd Mayweather fight.
Oh, I just
and
went-
had like 50 people over, and it was a complete dud.
See,
I'd buy it again.
I just went to Marcellus's house and let him pay for it. That
Yeah.
was the
Oh,
fight.
that's
I
a
saw
smart.
over there.
That's a smart
Get
way,
somebody
Mace.
else to pay.
Well,
Yep.
I'll pay for it if you guys want. Well, I'll probably be in Idaho, but if I'm not, I'll pay for it and you guys can come over and watch it.
So the one thing everybody should be doing every day right now is voting for the
Focus.
Mandy Awards.
Yes, you should be voting for the Manny's
Vote
Awards.
for your girl,
And you
even though you guys said
Even
no.
though
Too
she
toxic.
sets traps.
Sets
I'm
traps for
not
her
toxic.
boo.
That's
A boo
rude.
tra- It's a
You
boo
are.
trap.
Rude.
Boo trap.
It's a trap.
You
That's
can
rude.
vote for John Ireland for most knowledgeable again for the
Yes.
third year in a row.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's time to make your vote count for the biggest night of the year for ESPN LA, the Mandy's 3. And you can vote as many times as you want. Go to ESPNLA.com and click on the Mandy's 3 voting page logo presented by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand.
Hey, Greg.
Injury attorneys you can trust. 213-747-2000. Vote now at ESPNLA.com.
If I win a Mandy and I
Yep.
take a piece of white masking
No, I don't
tape
want
and
it.
I write
No.
Greg Bergman
I gotta-
on it and hand it to you, will you accept it?
No, I got to earn it. I got to earn most hated.
Now, by the way,
That's easy.
I'm making a huge push because the one thing I know is everybody hates Greg Bergman.
That's true.
So
Not
Someone-
as
someone
much
actually
as they
s-
hate Morales. So
Yeah, I
Morales is
think
going to
Morales
win
is
that.
giving you a run
says
for your money.
He should not get.
I'm getting close. I'm getting close.
You're in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mentioned that post. I made a post in my Instagram this week, and it was totally random. And then I looked at the comments, and the first comment was "F Greg." F Greg had nothing to do with Greg.
It was
but
like
F Greg.
Kevin Hart at the Brady roast. F you, Tom.
Right, just out of nowhere. It happened on the Cut app yesterday. Someone just randomly saying,
Yeah,
get him
actually,
out of-
talk about that.
Can I
now,
read it?
why did you
Can I read it?
respond? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Read this. Okay, so we run this Cut app, Kutt, the Cut app, which is our peer-to-peer betting app,
Yeah.
and we have a social group in there. And what did somebody say, Greg?
So just out of nowhere, the only thing that's ever been talked about it is just they've bets
Bets.
going back and forth. They're like, oh man, the Dodgers didn't hit the under or whatever it happens to be.
Yep.
This guy just out of nowhere goes, please don't fire Greg Bergman. Just don't let him ever speak on the radio again. He's literally ruined my favorite show, Mason in Ireland, and when he's with T-Raj too. Manager producers, the audiences couldn't care less about you and your opinions. Nails on a chalkboard.
Okay, now before you say anything, John, if that happened to you, how would you respond?
I wouldn't.
Exactly. You wouldn't respond. Greg, how did you respond?
I respond entitled to your opinion and respected JCS, whichever that is.
Yeah.
But there's enough of this on Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. Can we keep one platform just about the betting and games? Feel free to be upset with me on any of the others.
You need to learn how to ignore things, Greg.
Greg, do me a favor. Click on that guy's name and tell me how many followers he has.
Well, this is uncut, so we don't know.
It's a betting app.
It's a betting app. Yeah, it is weird that on a betting app, it's like, yeah, I'll take the Knicks, and I hate Greg.
I get it all. See, I like confrontation. You guys try
I
to
do
stay
not
away
like
from it.
confrontation.
I like confrontation.
No.
I like it. Come at me.
Confrontation. Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
come at me.
It's fun sometimes.
Right.
It is fun.
Have
That's
you
why-
set a
that's why I
trap?
fight with Dead
Have
Meow
you set
and
a
Miss
trap
Molly.
for your boo this weekend?
Yeah, what's the next trap?
There is no traps.
What's the next
There's no traps. There's no traps.
Boy, poor Christian's like walking. He's got to be very careful where he steps.
Honestly, first of all, there's no traps, and he is his own man. He can do whatever he wants. Like, I like this
Unless
notion.
it's going out with a girl on a dating app or a dating show.
Of course, you would not want Lisa to go on a dating
No, but
app.
I wouldn't have to ask you whether or not I should say no.
Well,
like
he
you
didn't
did.
ask. He didn't
No,
ask.
you asked us.
Oh yeah, no, but I said my thing was
I'm worried about the status of your relationship that you asked the four of us whether or not you should respond to this. What did I say? What 2 words did I say?
You said hell no.
Hell no. Thank you.
But my thing is, it's good content, people. We've talked about it all
is
through
true.
the hours.
That is true.
It's bad for Christian, but good for content. All right. We're going to do
Coming up, POL.
Yes, the
Potpourri of Lies
is next with Pepe Mantilla. 710 ESPN.
Time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Potpourri of Lies Day. Pepe Mentia's game. What's our scoreboard for the month of May, Bergman?
It's very difficult. There's a lot of names on
A
here.
lot of names, okay.
Ireland 3, Brian 3, Mason 1.
All right, that's it.
Greg, not like you. Get off the mat.
I know. You guys have been killing me.
Last month, it seemed like everybody in the world won a game of games.
Yeah,
And
last
now-
month was the most competitive month we've ever had. I think it ended up in a tie between
It
me
did.
and Greg.
Yep.
I think, but like 7 different people could have won it.
Yep.
Now, Pepe Mentia's here. Pepe has a potpourri of lies. Do you have it in that envelope?
Is it
and you-
hermetically sealed,
You carry
Pepe?
it everywhere you go?
Last time that we did potpourri of lies, my cousin Ketin,
Now we have him calling it that.
Porta, which means none of
None of your
None of your business, right?
Okay,
Yeah.
was here and he was very upset because he was disrespected by you guys.
Okay.
He's a wise man.
Very
from,
wise.
From Far East Mexico. And he said, I'm calling you from Washington. Okay, so tell him that, okay? So he left this.
Oh, he left that.
Yes.
He left his own potpourri.
So
left
this
the
is
potpourri.
an old potpourri. And I'm opening it right now. It's
Okay.
esoteric, very esoteric.
Oh, I love a good
All
esoteric
right, so
game
it's about
of
to get weird,
games.
people. Here we go.
Yeah, this
and
is
please,
always...
no complaints, okay?
Oh, no.
Well, you have the right, Pepe, as the game master.
You can dock anyone. It says potpourri be mas esoteric.
Okay, mas esoteric. Pepe, you have the right, if you
more
hear what you feel is a complaint, to dock somebody 1 point.
And I
Pepe,
will
I need
do
a
it.
win.
And I
Okay.
will do it.
All right.
Okay. All
And
right.
don't make me nervous because
need
you
a
always do
win.
that.
All right,
Well,
Pepe.
we
Don't
can't
get
make any promises.
don't
All right.
get nervous, but make it good.
All right, Pepe.
Okay.
just-
Focus.
All right, Pepe.
Here he
what's-
goes. The first one is very easy, okay?
Good.
Love it.
What is the capital of Australia? Sydney, Canberra, or Melbourne?
Brian,
Melbourne?
Greg,
Melbourne.
Laura,
Melbourne?
Mace.
Melbourne.
I also say Melbourne.
Canberra.
No way. Mace, you've been there.
I know.
It is?
I
You
never
guys-
went to the
I mean-
capital, clearly.
I'm really disappointed at you
I'm,
guys.
I'm disappointed in us.
This is the easiest one. you
Yeah,
know?
no.
Uh-oh.
That was
Oh,
the...
Lord.
Have we ever had a game where no one gets anything right?
Oh, that would be incredible.
Yeah.
it is
All right, let's go, Pepe. Number 2.
You're making me.
cooked it
You're
up.
making me mad, really.
That would have been, by the way, Canberra would have been my 3rd choice.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Had I not guessed
Same.
Melbourne, I would have guessed Sydney.
Sydney. Yep.
Yeah.
100%. 100%.
All right, sorry,
100%.
Pepe, go
Here
ahead.
it goes. Here
Okay,
it goes.
Pepe.
Who created the name March Madness? George Peter White, Mike Granderson, or Henry V. Porter?
Give me those names again.
Okay, you give the names again.
George Peter White, Mike Granderson, or Henry V. Porter?
Greg.
I don't know. Porter.
Okay, Laura.
B.
I'm going Grandison.
I'm going with the first one, the guy with 3 names.
Peter White.
Yeah,
I'm going with
Brian.
Peter White.
Porter.
Hey,
All right, so
I got
Greg
one.
got it. Anybody else
We
get
got
it?
a
No,
winner.
that's it.
That's
That
it.
was the
All right.
height of esoteric.
So someone will
Continue.
win this game of games.
Okay.
He said
Completely
be mas
random.
esoteric.
Yep.
Maybe
Okay.
Mas.
Yeah.
In what year was the first NCAA tournament played? 1939, 1940, or 1941?
Laura.
41.
Mace.
39.
I also say 39. Brian.
41.
Greg.
39.
No,
I was
what were
going
you
to
gonna
What were you
say?
gonna
Yes.
say,
I
Greg?
was going to say 30.
I'm
Okay,
sorry,
okay. You
Greg.
get
I'm
credit.
sorry.
All right,
You get
Mason,
credit.
Jump in the
Ireland,
gun.
Bergman.
Focus, Pepe.
Focus, Pepe.
Focus.
All right.
You said that again?
Oh, he's threatening to dock
And
you
I
with a
did
point.
dock you a
complain.
point, okay?
All right,
Yeah,
here we go.
that's right.
I
complain?
gave it to you, okay?
Yeah, he tried to.
You're making me nervous.
You're
I'm shaking.
unappreciative of
Don't
his
make
favor.
him nervous. He's
I'm-
under a lot
I'm
of pressure.
Greg, you're at double secret probation.
That's it.
Okay.
Who wrote the book The Prophet? Osumu Dasai, Khalil Gibran, or Amin Malouf?
Boy,
Mace.
this is esoteric. Say them one more time.
Ay.
Ay, ay, ay.
Just go ABC.
I'm
Osumu
going B. I'm going
Dasai,
B. I'm going B.
Khalil Gibran, or Amin
I'm going
Malouf?
B. B.
I'll go Maloof. C. Brian.
I like Maloof, too.
Greg.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with Maloof.
Laura.
I also like Maloof.
Okay. Pepe, I got that point, right?
Yes, you did.
Totally faked it. I knew it was Khalil Gibran, yeah.
Okay, all right. So you've tied
I thought I
Bergman.
did.
Yes.
Bergman
Okay.
has 2. Mason has 2. Ireland has 1.
Who wrote the song A Horse with No Name? The horse. I knew you were.
You walked into it.
Do we? I did it on purpose.
Yeah, he
okay?
did. I know. He's in on the joke. Yeah.
Go ahead, Pepe.
Dewey Bunnell, Jerry Beckley, or Dan Peake?
This one is me. I'm going to go Dan Peake. Brian.
Let's go A.
Bunnell.
Yes.
Okay. Greg.
I thought it was America.
Yeah,
But-
that's the band America recorded it, but somebody wrote it.
Okay, so let's go with the Peak one.
Okay. Laura.
B.
Mace.
I'm going Beckley.
Who said Peake?
Me.
Me and
You're
and
wrong.
Pepe,
funny.
Pepe, what was B?
Dewey Bunnell is the answer. B was Beckley.
Ah, okay.
All right, so
The three guys were America.
Oh, they were all in America.
They were
So
all
did
in
anybody guess Bunnell?
Brian.
Brian did.
Brian
Okay, so
gets a
Brian's on
point.
the board.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, Pep. Next one.
Who wrote the first detective fiction story? Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Agatha Christie, or Edgar Allan Poe?
Brian.
Christie.
Greg.
Doyle.
Laura.
Doyle.
Mace.
Doyle.
I'm going Doyle also. Who is it?
What a disappointment, man.
What is it?
Edgar Allan Poe.
We all missed it.
He wrote
I don't
poems.
remember him being a
Anyway.
detective
Me
writer.
neither.
I don't want to complain, but I'm going to ask you a question.
Remember, Pepe, you have some power here.
Okay, so you said the first detective novel ever written was written.
The first detective fiction story.
So there was no detective fiction before Edgar Allan Poe.
That's the question. That's it.
I'm just asking.
Okay.
Just making conversation.
If you think it's a lie, well, yes.
I'm just making conversation.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. No, I'm just making. I'm just having a conversation.
Okay.
He wrote poems.
Listen
Throw
to
the
this
book
one.
at him,
Listen.
Pepe.
He did write
Listen to
stories.
this one and listen carefully.
Listening well.
Okay.
Dale, Pepe, dale.
Isabella Rossellini, the Italian-American actress, was the daughter of what famous actress? Audrey Hepburn, Ingrid Bergman, or Lauren Bacall?
Oh, wow. I should know this, and I don't. Greg.
I'm going to go with Ingrid Bergman just because last name's
She has your
Bergman.
name.
Namesake.
Laura.
What was the second one? Sorry, Pepe.
Ingrid Bergman.
Read this. It's Ingrid Bergman,
Audrey
Hepburn, or
Hepburn,
Lauren
Ingrid
Bacall.
Bergman, and Lauren Bacall. You made me
Bacall.
so nervous.
Bacall.
that I'm
Laura's
shaking.
going Bacall. Mace.
Bacall.
I am going to try Ingrid Bergman.
I'm with Laura. I'm going to go Lauren Bacall. Brian.
I'm going to go Bergman.
You know why I tried Ingrid Bergman?
You knew?
Everybody answered already?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Ingrid Bergman.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay.
I,
So,
I wanted. If I got it wrong, he was like, "This is for you."
all right. So Greg and Mace are kind of running away with it. They have 3 each. Brian and I have 1 each. Hey,
Running away
Laura,
with
I just got that
3.
last one.
Laura, you're in a trap.
Yeah,
You have
in a
none. All right.
Just like your boo.
Yeah. Trapped. All right,
It
Pepe.
was not my day today.
Pepe, how many left?
I think 4.
Okay.
4 esoteric questions remain.
Which famous painting is also known as the Gioconda?
Say that one more time.
Which famous painting is also known as the Gioconda?
Gioconda.
Got it.
The Mona Lisa, the lady in red, or the girl with the pearl earring?
Laura.
The girl with the pearl earrings.
Mace.
I'm going to say Lady in Red.
I will guess Mona Lisa. Brian.
Lady in Red.
Greg.
Yeah, Lady in Red.
That's it, Pepe.
The Mona Lisa, you guys.
I got it.
well,
I got it.
I got
Okay.
it.
All right, 3 left, Pep.
I never heard
I'm
anybody
out.
call
Yeah,
it that,
3.
but I'm
3 left. Okay, so
fully
Greg
believe
and
it.
Mason.
Is that
need to
was that
start going
complaint,
first.
Pepe?
No, I
That was
said
a complaint.
I said I never heard it before, but I fully believe it.
That's not complaint.
Check it out.
No, I'm
Yeah.
going to.
Okay,
Check it
Pepe. 3 left. Go.
Which of the Great Lakes is entirely in the United States? You all should know this one. If not, then I'm going to be very disappointed.
Okay.
Okay.
Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, or Lake Erie?
Greg.
I will go Lake Michigan.
Mace.
This is my part of the world. I will go Lake Superior.
I also think Lake Superior. Brian.
Yeah, let's go Superior.
Laura.
I think it is Lake Superior.
Pepe, what's the answer?
Lake Michigan.
Wait a minute.
No.
Boom! Hey, I got that. Why'd you throw it down? I got that one.
I checked.
Yeah, I thought.
Greg, you got that?
I got that. I said Lake Michigan.
Oh, so you have the lead now.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
Pepe,
Check it out, and if it's wrong,
I know
then
Lake Erie.
No, but the reason I thought it wasn't Lake Michigan is I thought, Mace, that when you stay in Detroit and look across at Toronto, that's not Lake Michigan.
Yeah, I thought that's why.
It
that's
is. It is Lake Michigan.
But apparently none of it is in
See,
the Canadian.
I'm gonna take 1 point away from you next time you doubt me. Okay.
No, but wait a minute. You
gonna
just
Google
said,
this.
Pepe.
I already have no points. I'm
You
Googling.
asked him to look it up.
yeah, you said look it up.
No, because he looks
So
at me
I
like,
looked it up.
you're wrong.
But Pepe, am I not? Pepe, you've been to Detroit. Is
Yes.
that not Lake Michigan that separates Detroit and Toronto?
I was in Detroit, but I wasn't paying attention.
Okay, two left.
Okay.
Greg has
Two
the
left.
lead, so he has to go
Okay.
first. Go for it.
Number 10, in 1974, pay attention, please.
Okay.
Oh, he's right.
This is very esoteric.
He's
okay?
focused. Okay.
R. Carney won the Oscar for the movie Harry and Tonto. Tonto was his mascot. What kind of animal was Tonto? A dog, a parrot, or a cat?
All right. A dog, a parrot, or a cat, Greg?
Tonto was a horse. It was a.
He was on the Lone Ranger.
Parrot?
Okay. Mace.
One more time.
Dog, parrot, cat.
Cat.
All right. I need to make up points. I think Greg's right. I think it was a parrot. But what's the one nobody's taken? Dog?
Dog.
All right. I'll take dog. Brian.
Cat.
Laura.
Okay, I think it's a parrot, but I want to go for the non-point, so I'm gonna go dog.
Pepe, what is it?
Mason hid it really well because he knew that it was a cat.
Yes.
Oh, you did know.
I did
okay.
know it was cat.
So, one left. Right?
Fakery.
One left, Pepe?
Yes.
Okay.
Two left.
Two left. That means Laura and Brian are out. I'm down 4-2. Greg and Mace have 4. I have 2, so I've got to go opposite of you guys. Go ahead.
There is number 11. Who was the father of the creator of Rastafari? Haile Selassie, Tafari Berti, Ahmad, and Dom.
This one is
No,
Mace.
Mace, yeah. Rastafari.
Haley Selassie.
Haile Selassie,
Selassie.
Tafari
Haile
Berti,
Selassie.
You're going
Ahmad, and
Selassie.
Dom.
I'm going
Greg.
Selassie.
I am 2 going Selassie.
Okay, Pepe, give me the other 2, because I have to pick one of them.
Berti or Andom?
Give me and Dom.
I should have given you Selassie because Selassie.
Okay,
Selassie.
that's okay. That I had no chance. All right, so
I
it's
was pretty
it's-
sure Mace knew that.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's
It
between.
was in the movie.
Yeah,
it's
it was in the
between
movie,
Bergman
right.
and Mason. One left, and do you have a tiebreaker if you
Yes,
need it? Okay,
yes,
go
yes.
ahead. It's down to 2.
Okay, this is very easy for some, hard for another one.
Okay. Yeah.
Who wrote the book The Giver? Scott Odell, Lois Lowry, or Catherine Patterson?
All right, this is you, Greg. Do you need the names again?
I do. Was it which?
The Giver.
The Giver.
The
You know
Giver
this one
and
too.
Scott
Shoot.
Odell, Lois Lowry, or Catherine Patterson?
I have no clue. I'll go with Patterson.
Mace. I'll be surprised if he doesn't know this.
I think he knows it.
Patterson.
Ooh.
No.
Odell, right?
No.
Lowry.
Lori!
Oh,
How dare
It
you.
was there for both of you. Okay, here comes the tiebreaker. It's a
Oh,
two-horse
my
race.
God.
Mason, get something to write with. Get something to write on.
I got it.
You got it? All right, Pep, what's the tiebreaker?
What percentage of Americans drink coffee every day in the U.S.?
Okay, good question.
There
What
it is.
percentage of Americans drink coffee
Got it.
every day in
Got
the
it.
U.S.? Greg,
So
what'd you
random.
write?
63%.
Mace?
79%.
Pepe, what's the answer?
A ver, Pepe.
73%.
Now, did you say without going over or no?
No.
Then Mason is the winner.
Wasn't too far off. Nice job, Mace.
Yeah.
Nice
no,
job.
good.
Yeah.
That's about time I won.
You have 2.
You have
I'd
two
like,
now.
I'd like to point out that Pepe was correct. Lake Michigan is the only Great Lake that doesn't touch Canada.
He was right. I Googled it.
Yeah, so I wonder what I'm thinking. That must be a river or a sound or something. That
Or it's Lake
separates.
Huron that
Yeah.
goes underneath. But I know
Yeah,
Detroit and Windsor.
Somebody will know.
Yeah.
All right, Brian, hit the super stager.
ESPN AM
710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
It's effing funny! Cappy, did you know who Isabella Rossellini's mom was?
Is that the question about the anaconda?
No. It's a question about who is Angelina or who is Isabella Rossellini's mom.
No, I don't even know who Angelina Rossellini is.
That's what Beto said. I'm surprised.
Isabella, right? Isabella Rossellini, nobody?
Don't you
Nobody?
remember, Pepe? This is Beto, this is how you might know who it is. There was an episode of Friends where she guest starred, and Ross had a list of people he was allowed to sleep with, and his girlfriend couldn't get mad at him.
Yeah, the list.
And Isabella Rossellini wasn't on it, but he saw her, he met her, and he goes, I was meaning to put you on the list. And she goes, but I'm not on it.
That lady?
And he goes, yeah. And he handed her a card, and she goes, well, I wasn't on it. This is laminated.
I was at a wedding, I think.
Yeah,
right?
and so
still
that
know
was
who
it.
she is.
Yeah, no, she's.
Mason, you know who
famous.
she is, right?
I remember her from Blue Velvet. Blue Velvet was a great movie.
The
She was
weirdest
fantastic in it.
freaking movie ever made.
It is
Wasn't
really
that David
weird.
Lynch?
David Lynch. It's a
That
kooky
was a
movie.
great movie.
Yeah, I love that picture.
You know
Is
the
it
answer,
Angelina?
right?
What's
Ingrid
that?
Bergman.
I did know Ingrid
Cappy,
Bergman,
I'm right
yes.
there with you. I have no clue what's
So
going on.
Isabella.
Cappy,
Isabella Rossellini?
Isabella Rossellini. Do you know her?
I'm looking her up right now.
Yeah,
no, I
she's,
don't know who she is.
She entered.
That's Angelina Jolie's mom?
No, it's Ingrid. No, it's not.
Ingrid Bergman is Angelina. Ingrid
Ingrid
Bergman
Bergman
is Isabella Rossellini's mom.
So who's
And-
Ingrid Bergman?
She's a very famous.
Did you ever see Casablanca?
Yeah.
She's.
Then you know who
That's
Ingrid Bergman is.
That's
Ingrid
Humphrey
Bergman.
Bogart, though, right?
So
with her.
Ingrid
We
Bergman.
always we always have Paris.
We'll always
Yeah.
have Paris. That's
Wait, so
right.
Isabella
Louis, I
Rossellini-
think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Looking at you, girl.
In Monaco, right?
Yeah.
You know
no,
what he-
in
Monte Carlo.
Paris.
Paris.
You know what Rick never says? Play
Play
it again,
Sam. Never says that.
That's right.
Ingrid says that.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Is Isabella Rossellini, is she formerly married to Marty Scorsese?
Yes, she
Yes,
is.
sir.
One of his exes.
See, you always learn something with the
We're
potpourri.
a highly educational show when Pepe
you
comes
are.
in.
Especially when Pepe's in the
That's
house.
That's something.
Now I heard a little promo for your show.
Oh, yeah.
Cappy, and you in the promo say
That you're predicting Beto will crap on
hate everything.
Yeah.
Well, that's his thing.
Is that your routine? You don't hate
I've
everything.
known you a long time.
With Cappy, yeah,
Oh,
usually.
okay.
Yeah, with me, it's everything.
Because
I-
somebody needs to be the adult in the room.
Yeah.
Right. So
No,
like
they
I'll
don't.
like
No,
I'll
they
bring
don't.
I'll just bring something up like I'll say like, hey Beto, what do you think about who should become the Lakers' next coach? And I'll be like, really? That's what we're going to talk about today? Really? I mean, come on, really?
That
really?
is
That's
true.
that's
You
the
just-
best you got.
Yeah, it is. Like, who should be the head coach? Like, the Dodgers are in the playoffs right now, Captain. Or, like, let's break down the NFL in April. Like, really?
Yeah.
That's what we want to
Yeah,
do?
that's-
Also, when Cappy wants to send the interns to go buy lottery tickets,
Is that right, Cappy?
Yeah, I do like to do that.
From
And I'm
now
like-
on, when I hear lottery ticket, I think of Nikki Glazer at the Brady Bunch.
Oh yeah.
She was so good.
She was so
Where
funny.
she told her boyfriend, she goes, I would shoot you in the face for a lottery ticket to be with him.
Yeah, she's hilarious on Stern, man.
She has made the rounds too because not only was she on Stern, but I think
she's
I
on
saw
Stern
her
all
on
the time.
McAfee.
Well, she's got an HBO special coming up next week.
It's is it next week or is it
think
out
so.
now?
I think it starts in a couple of days.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, really?
You're Going to
Yeah.
Die, I think is the
Yeah.
name of the special. Yeah. So
gotta
so
see
Cappy, what's happening over there in South South?
Well, I'm getting prepared here down in South South. You know, as Beto well knows, I took Bergie for the dream trip to Dodger Stadium
That's
this
right.
week. You know,
And you brought back leftover hot dogs, is that right?
That was eaten.
well, no. What happened is this.
Uh-huh.
So at the end of the game, when you're down in the Yamava Dugout Club, they've got like extra hot dogs, like lots of them, you know? And so then they put them out for everybody like, hey, people, when you're leaving, if you want a road dog, go ahead and
Nobody
take it.
takes
Nobody
those.
does that. That's,
Nobody takes those?
Not when you're sitting in those seats.
You're like
Let
the
me-
little old lady taking breadsticks from the
Like you've had
Olive Garden
prime
at that
rib in a
point.
carving station.
Okay.
Now,
That's really bad. Eh?
now Beto,
really
Beto,
bad.
here is well, and Cap,
They
since
do
you
the same in the press box. Nobody takes them.
Cappy, since you were at the game the other day, you can weigh in on this too. But Beto, Mason, and Bergman, and I think Laura too, have all declared that since Dodger Stadium changed hot dog vendors, the hot dogs are so bad they won't eat them. I can't imagine they're that bad.
They're not,
what do you think?
They're not the same.
They're not
Oh,
the
really?
same.
Yeah.
So it is that bad.
It's, members of the media will grub on anything that's free, especially when they put out the hot dogs on the 5th. They usually stick around for a while.
Yeah.
They don't.
Okay,
grab
but
them.
I just want to say one thing. Bergie, are you
They're
still
not that
there?
good.
Yep, I'm still here.
Bergie, so everybody here says that
Oh,
when
boy.
you're down in the dugout club, nobody takes the leftover hot dog.
That's wrong.
You
There was
guys did.
There was a guy that took maybe 12 hot dogs, 3 for his wife, 3 for his kid, 3 for his brother, and 3 for his neighbor.
That's just
Mace,
weird.
Usually the people who are down there have been there before, and they're going to be there again.
But no, they put them all out down there and say, take them.
They
Because
literally
otherwise-
said, take these
Otherwise,
Yeah,
they
no,
throw them away.
Because they down there in the Yamava. Let me tell you, Mace. Down there in the Yamava.
I got your back, Cappy.
Everything is free. They have all the peanuts, all the chips.
Oh,
everything.
yeah,
You
I
just
know. I've
grab
been there
whatever
a
you-
couple of times.
So
Yeah.
then it's like, hey, take it because we're going to throw it away if you don't take it right now.
Right, so that's exactly the point.
Hot
So
dogs
that's
have been
one-
out there since
What
3
if you
o'clock.
don't like it?
Then don't take it.
Don't take it.
But they have like Dodger dogs.
Yep.
They have the Brooklyn dog.
Right.
Then they have like whatever sausage deal they got going on. And this one guy was standing there and he's loading up. And I'm going, bro, what are you doing? He goes, well, I got to drive to Temecula. He goes, so I figure I'm going to bring them home to everybody. And even if they don't eat them, I'll throw them out at home because they're going to throw them out here. And his buddy goes, yeah, well, he's so drunk he's going to eat them before he even gets home. So I thought, why not take a couple and bring them back for everybody?
It's very nice of you. Day old
For the
hot
next
dogs are
day.
wonderful.
And he bit one of them.
Right. So when Bergie went to the bathroom, I was like, I'm really trying to watch what I eat because Mace is about to get ripped and I
am
can't be
getting
fat.
very swole.
Hey,
So
you look
I
good,
got to
Mace.
take
You look
to
good.
take one bite, just one bite. So I took the bite, then I wrapped the Dodger dog, then I put the 2 Dodger dogs in my pocket. Then I put them in the refrigerator at the radio station when I got back.
Seen
And then
that
the next
Renfro.
day, when I gave them, Chris actually got the one that was not eaten. And baseball, Lindsay Baseball, that is, she got the one that had the bite taken out of it.
Oh, no.
But she's watching her figure, so she gave it to Funchy Lava. And then Funchy actually turned it around and bit it from the other end.
So go back. What's Funch's nickname?
Funchy Lava?
No, don't do
Funchy
that.
Lava.
Don't
And
do
where
that.
does that come? What's the origin of Funchy Lava?
I think his wife calls him that.
No, she don't.
Yeah, I don't. I think that's something
She
you might
calls
have
him
made up.
Michael. Like she yells at him, Michael.
Yeah, just because you say something doesn't mean it's true, Cappy.
Most of the time.
Most of the
Now
time.
you guys see why I get negative when
Yeah,
I
I
work with
see
him for
why
3
you get
hours.
negative. I see it.
All right, so Beto,
But today
earlier-
I'm going to be kumbaya. Yes, Cappy. See, good
All right,
idea.
I want to see
yes,
what you
Padres.
what you and Cap think of this
Kumbaya.
because Beto, or I'm sorry, Pepe, Greg, and Mace all say that if the Dodgers win 120 games this year during the regular season, but lose in the playoffs, don't win the World Series, they would fire Dave Roberts. I would not. Would you, Beto?
Yeah. You can't go to that dance that many times and not come home.
Yeah, I would have fired him last
Cappy,
year.
would you fire him if he wins 120 games?
I mean, I'm like the
Which I
biggest
think Mace
Dave
would be a
Roberts
record,
defender.
right? Has anyone ever
Yeah.
won 120?
No, that would be a record, yes.
Yeah.
It's just a simple question, Cappy. Yes
I know
or no?
it is. I know it is, Pepe. But it's for me. I'm a very conflicted person.
It's
with that.
complex because
No,
he's
not
friends
really.
with Dave.
No, he's
Really?
not because Dave didn't let him go in his office the other day.
No, that's not true.
The
It's not that-
security, Dave
Security
told him,
guard.
don't let him in.
Security stopped us.
Did
like
you
a
really?
full
You
on-
tried
yeah.
to get into Dave's office
Fully
and
stopped.
security
Cap,
said,
didn't
excuse
you
me.
say, don't you know who I am?
I didn't say that because Johnny the security guy was wearing a body cam. And you get caught on a body cam saying,
Sure.
"Do you know who I am?" Boy, you think
Your
wearing
first time
sunglasses indoors makes you a douche.
Yeah, no,
You
that's
know?
true.
So,
Yeah.
Cappy, you going to fire him?
Am I going to fire the security
Dave,
guy?
Dave.
I'm not going to fire him, but he's going to get fired.
You think if he wins 120 games, Cap?
You got to win a World
All-time
Series.
Got to win
record?
the World Series. Boom.
Nobody cares what's going on right
Yeah.
now.
But you guys
They're
know
supposed
when
to
you
do this.
fire him, the next guy could be worse.
Well, right, it might not change the
Or
result.
it could be better.
No,
but
it could be
but
better,
it might not,
right?
But it might not change the result.
But if
because
you're
this
not
is
winning the World Series, then you...
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
That's
Regular
right.
season record does not matter anymore.
No.
Even if you win 95 games
Maybe.
and win the whole thing,
Yeah,
that's
maybe.
all that
You
matters.
have
Hey,
All right,
Pepe.
boys, have a good show.
Pepe, you were great today, man. Potpourri of lies. You were kicking it.
You like it?
Yes.
Because you won.
Correct.
Pepe, you finally figured us out.
Yeah.
No, but Greg, you almost won.
Almost.
Just
He's
like
right
Dave
there.
Roberts,
Just not
almost
close
won.
enoth.
Hey,
Like-
everybody
like
have
the
a great
Dodgers.
See you
weekend.
win, Greg. Greg, even though
Where you guys
almost
going?
every other month, you're fired.
Everybody have a great weekend.
Oh,
Show your
la-di-da.
mom some love.